So, been trying to get to this one for a couple days. Welcome back to Malice Reacts, and we are back with the Paranormal Files. Also, by the way, thank you everyone who's been showing up for the Sam and Kobe video. Hope you're all been enjoying it. I see there's a lot of you coming in. Hope you're enjoying the content. Hope you continue to enjoy the channel. Check out the links down below, and if you want to also check out the socials, and of course, the nifty little merch store I have on Streamlabs where you can find shirts much like this one down here. But anyways, let's get us going here. So, this is one that, outside of the Ouija board retrospective that they're planning on doing, this has been something that Paranormal Files has been pushing lately since like about the beginning of the month, that they definitely got big time scared by something here, this particular location. So let's not waste any more time. The Paranormal Files, the Kansas Demon House, the scariest place we've ever investigated. Horrifying paranormal activity. Begin. Look at him about to go.
1858 Garnett House Hotel.
Garnett House
here
Hotel.
in broad daylight, and I just can't get out here fast enough. There was a man named John Warren who supposedly axe murdered a lady, and he was staying in the attic. It was his rented room. But there's also blood stains on the ceiling above you if you've focused in on the splatter marks here.
So there's two different spirits here that are very mean, and one's the cowboy that ran the women of the night, and the other one is the creeper.
This is a painting that someone did of what they saw here. We call him the Grinner.
I just get the feeling like if he could actually physically harm somebody, he would.
On tonight's episode, we're at one of the most haunted buildings in the state of Kansas.
I don't think you're human.
Take a look in the back. I'm standing there.
Are you up there in the attic?
Oh!
No! Oh my God!
I have been to so many places, but nothing compares
Wipe
to
the
this.
Would you say that was
upstart a
scariest
panic
paranormal
amongst them
experience?
this time.
Yeah.
Because this place has sent supposedly ghosts to people's houses just from watching the live stream, and they were able to tell me.
Yeah, speaking of
what
which,
it looked
protect
like
yourselves
they
if
were
you feel it
seeing,
necessary,
and
because
it was
they
matching
have
everyone
gotten
else's thing.
claims
So
back
watching
from
this,
viewers that some of this stuff has
you're
kind of come
taking
back to
part
get
in
them.
It, just as a viewer.
I,
and
as a
appreciate
precaution,
that,
because
but
I know
yeah,
some
you should
negative
always
things
use
can
caution,
happen,
like if you're
have
doing
taken
this
upon
stuff, because you don't
myself
know what
to
you're
do
getting
a
into.
little bit of extra
So
protection,
you feel
even
like
if
if
I
someone
do
was
feel the
watching
house
this
here is
video,
protected itself.
one of the spirits from this place could potentially follow them into their home.
I have at least 4 or 5 emails from people that I've never met who've never been here that claim that it did. And 3 of those people drew me an image of what they saw. And these people were in different parts of the country, and the images were all a match for the most part. Big smile, ear to ear, razor sharp teeth.
Dang.
On tonight's episode of the Paranormal Files, we're at one of the most haunted buildings in the state of Kansas, the Garnett House Hotel.
Garnett
Well,
House
hotel's now
Hotel,
been
let's
ranked among the most haunted
go.
hotels in the country.
Are we supposed to be celebratory? Or, I'm not sure.
Well, this building was a hotel that saw a
fast
number
forward?
of
Okay.
deaths. And an infamous serial killer who happened to be a woman was imprisoned here when the building served as a jail. It's in the attic above me where an axe murderer supposedly lived at the time of the murder. And when he was arrested, he was dragged violently from the attic above, taken to the jail in town, and hanged after a short, unfair trial. So join us tonight as we finish our series here in Kansas at a truly haunted location. I'm Colin Brown, and you're watching The Paranormal Files.
All right, let's get going. September.
Okay, everybody, tonight we have a very, very special investigation. We're here in Garnett, Kansas to investigate the Garnett House Hotel. And in the back seat, we have a very
The rest
special
of the
guest,
crew.
Mary, Mama Spooks. Mama Spooks.
Mama
is
Spooks,
finally
Papa
back,
Spooks.
So we got almost the whole family.
Yes.
Only missing my sister, but
Connor and
Courtney,
Colin.
obviously. But we have Courtney's brother, so that counts
Yeah.
for something.
Good enough.
Yeah, I've heard a lot of stories from other investigators about this place, about it being really, really active. What about you guys?
Same.
Yeah?
I've heard so much about this house, about it being like insanely haunted.
Yeah, I mean, this is widely known by paranormal researchers
Not
to
sure
be
if I'm aware of this
one
one
of
or
the most
not.
haunted places here in all of Kansas. Yeah, I'm excited for tonight.
Apparently
This has
it's got
been
some
high on my
infamy to
list
it,
of
but I'm
places to
not sure if
investigate,
I'm
'cause the
aware of
history's
this one in
crazy,
particular.
guys. Murders, serial killers, all in this house. It's a small house with a dark reputation, but here we are. Holy
is, man.
shit!
It's
Well, it's
raining,
interesting
like
how
it
there's
has
an
been
empty lot
almost
in
a
between
month
that house
here.
and that house.
It was
Right.
too cursed then to tear the other house
Exactly.
down.
I've got to go to work on a
Wow,
bike,
look at
which
that.
is wonderful.
looks creepy.
I can't wait
Yes, it
until my
does.
car's
It looks
being
tilted
fixed.
almost.
It does.
Yeah, it is. It's well. Look at that wall.
Yeah. Yeah, this place, I'm telling you online, everybody who's watching, the history is about to blow your minds. Like, wow.
It's already sounding
Especially
pretty
for
wild,
just a
so
small
let's see what they got.
Yeah.
You know.
And I mean, it's a small town that we're in. There's what, 2, 3 restaurants?
Small towns are where
No
all the
offense to
worst things
people
get
of
hidden
Garnett.
away for a while.
Then there's probably more than 2 or 3.
But when we looked it up,
I
there was
don't
only
know,
3
being in
open.
one.
Oh shoot! Okay.
Yeah, we're gonna
I
buckle
live in the
tonight.
town
This is
where
our
one of
last
the inspirations for
investigation of the
Monster
trip.
House exists.
We're so glad to have my mom
I
here.
hear the
Yes.
Conjuring House is
And,
another
she made it.
inspiration,
Yeah.
but I'm not
Dude,
sure that's
here
the
we
main
are.
one. Especially
Okay.
given
Just has
that,
look of
if you know
haunted
anything about
house.
Monster House, they do
You can
mention my
imagine
town
a
by
haunted
name.
house. This is, I think, what you would imagine.
And it's the spooky season.
Yeah, welcome to spooky season. Ooh. Okay, guys, let's do this, fam.
Yes, sir.
Hey, but I had no idea what was coming. It knocks 3 times.
Tucked deep in the heart of Kansas lies a building that was scarier than I could ever have imagined it to be. The Garnett House Hotel. Now, this is a place that recently people have been talking about. I've heard of this place, but I'd never been. And I wish I would have visited earlier because I swear to God, guys, I'm being so honest here about this. This had to be the most intense investigation we've ever done. When it comes to poltergeist activity, things moving, noises, I mean, this was immediate. This was happening during the tour. Everybody there,
During the
all
tour.
6 people during the tour saw these things happen, and all 4 of us that were filming saw everything happen. I mean, this place is straight out of a nightmare. This is something that we wanted to do a more historical investigation, and this turned into literally a scream fest, like you're watching a horror movie or listening to people on a theme park ride. Get ready, buckle up. This one really...
Buckle up,
this
buckaroos.
episode is a wild
Another
ride.
So the
episode
Garnett
of something that will make you believe,
Never really
apparently.
heard anything about this place. But at the end
It's a bit of a
the day,
sleeper hit by the sounds
this
of it,
had to
because it
be
seems like
the
they barely know
scariest
about
night
anything
of
about
my
it either.
whole life. We've done Crescent, we've done Penhurst, we've done Sally. I mean,
Right.
we've done all of these super, super haunted places. But I never in my life had been this terrified.
So the first thing we wanted to do that evening was interview the owner and his son and see exactly what they had experienced in the home. And let me tell you, Justin has so many stories. He didn't even tell us a third of them. And it's just so convincing hearing it from him and his son, Austin. I mean, these guys have lived there. They breathe this. They know what's happening. And they know that these things are capable of doing some incredible stuff. Get ready, because this tour just might blow your mind.
All right, we're here at the 1858 Garnett House Hotel, and I'm Justin Spurrier. I am a co-owner of this place. This is my son Austin, and we come here as much as we can. Like, this place is phenomenal as far as history and paranormal activity. So I would say, like, this hands down my favorite place. I know I'm a little biased. Like,
No, I mean, I agree.
been a lot of places,
100%.
but this one is the one that has proved itself to
Well,
me.
apparently you enjoyed
as
it
far
enough to
as
buy it.
poltergeist
Air quotes,
activity
enjoy.
and, EVPs and shadows and footsteps. It's kind of had everything. So I'm glad you guys are here.
Me too.
And let's see. So it was built in 1858. It was built by Colonel
Dang.
D.W. Houston, and it was built as a home. It was the first home in the area that was a
Century and a half,
stick-built
almost
home.
going.
Everything else
They'll reach for 2.
was log cabins prior to this. And it was the highest point of elevation here. So it was chosen for that reason. Like the colonel, he picked a big hill here in the area, and he built this home. And within less than a year, his wife says, I want out of here. Now, she said it swayed in the breeze. And I'm thinking probably a storm came through. The first time they've ever built a house like this. They probably didn't know what they were doing, right? But here it is. It's still standing, and it's one of the oldest places remaining in the state of Kansas. It has a lean like this. If you look at the front of the house, I think what happened was when they built it, I think a storm hit it and it shifted it. And she's like, no, we're getting out. So they gave it to their son-in-law, who turned it into a hotel. And then they started adding on to it, continually adding on for several years. And it kind of locked that in place when they added the next part.
Right.
So there's been so many different configurations.
So probably the
It's
addition
hard to
stabilized it,
tell
but it stabilized it
exactly
in
what
a
looked
weird
like
angle.
at its peak moment as a hotel. But I know that they did separate it into 3 separate pieces, and scattered them around the property. And one of them is right over here behind you. That would have been a part that kind of jetted out from this side. And behind this, which was the horse stables, the original horse stables, is now our garage. There was another home, and they tore that down the week we bought this, and we didn't find out that it was actually part of this, or else we would have tried to get that, because we really want to preserve and try to save these places. So the way the story goes was, my friend Rob and I, we were trying to buy another place, and we had all but decided we were going to buy this old schoolhouse. And we had checked it out multiple times, we liked it, and then I'm on the phone with him, and I had this voice just in my other ear. It says, check again. So I looked, and then this place was suddenly available. So I'm like, we're going. We went here, and standing in this room here with the realtor, the door flies open, and a little girl's voice kind of walks through the room, and I just see the tears forming on the realtor's face, but she's still talking. And I'm like, you heard that, didn't you? And she says, yeah, she heard it. And I was like, we'll take it. That's all we needed. We'll take it. So we got it, and it was a journey that we never knew what we were getting into. It was packed full of stuff, but as we were cleaning the place out, it just started proving itself to be like one of the most haunted places I've ever been.
I can vouch for that.
Yeah,
I can vouch for that. I mean, anytime I get the chance to come here, I'm coming here. Doesn't matter, daytime, nighttime. This place will put on the show for you guys.
Yeah,
So.
you can never guarantee anything. I've been so comfortable here at times, and then I'll be here another day in broad daylight, and I just can't get out of here fast enough. So the energy changes instantly, and I don't know if it's the history, because it has a very crazy history, or if it's maybe the land. This was a territorial kind of location for a lot of native tribes that were kind of aggressive, So this was the high point. Maybe it was used for sacrificial type things. I don't know. But we did, find a lot of history about this house and the land. So we're kind of still going through things and uncovering the history. Do you guys want to walk through now and talk about some stuff?
Sure.
I'll show you. This is, some people call it the kitchen, but it's actually, we call it the laboratory, because the most recent thing that this place was, it was a doctor's office. And we'll kind of work backwards from there, but they actually made their own medications, mixed their own medications here. X-ray machine, we had some little surgical things.
Old school,
but there's also
heck.
blood stains on the ceiling above you. If you've focused in on the splatter marks here, you'll see there's kind of some over there. We've had one person came in, and we even had the law enforcement come in and look at it, and they said it's definitely, it looks like it's blood. So we had someone tested it out and say that they could verify that it was. I haven't went that far yet. I just know that it makes sense. So this was a surgical place, and no one eats ketchup in here, so it's probably blood. But again, someone said they did a test on it, and it was. So I'm convinced. And these are the doctor's lab coats. They were his and hers. There was a man and woman doctor. They were a couple while in college at KU Med, and I heard she graduated first in her class, and he was second. And then they got out of college and opened this place up in like 1949 or something. And that's about how old this would be, somewhere around in the 40s, 50s, I think. They were here for a long time. In fact, we bought it in 2017, and they were still doing some business out of here. Now, he had passed away, and she wasn't around, but they were still paying a secretary, a bookkeeper to be here. So kind of weird to think that, you know, it's been a doctor's office for so long, but they weren't even probably seeing patients for the last decade, but they were still coming here. And I only wonder what the secretary was thinking when she sat at the desk listening to all the crap that happens upstairs. Because this place, it's very active upstairs and down, but it seems like it's always wherever you're not. I think that's kind of the nature of most paranormal stuff anyway. It tries to play hide and seek with you. The difference is here, it'll go ahead and jump in front of you and say, all right, I'm here. And you'll feel it, and you don't have any time to react. There'll be dolls flying off the shelves. And it's just an experience that you're gonna have, and I think you will tonight. So let's go into this room and talk about.
That blood is crazy, by the way.
I'm trying hard not to. This was the original exterior of the original home. So from this way would have been the original home that was built in 1858. And for some reason, someone decided it would be okay to remove a load-bearing wall, and I came back in and put these up. So that did fix a lot of the problems that we were having. But yeah, this would have been the original portion. But this, again, would have came within maybe the next year or two after that when they started adding on to it. But this was the doctor's office entrance that he used, was this door. And then, again, he had his practice this way, she had hers this way, and then the lab was over here. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, it's weird you mentioned like this door because I mean you were in here.
Yeah.
You were in here, so I was looking through
this when
mirror.
You guys left, by the way. Like we were just here just a while ago.
Looking through this mirror that we just recently brought in. We believe it has some type of attachment to it, and I was just like looking at my fit, you know. I scoot back, I scoot back, and I think in the back of my subconscious, I don't like this like area right here. Like this is such an eerie spot in the location. So in the back of my subconscious, I knew I didn't like this spot. So I was scooting back, and the moment I get like right here, starting to feel very uncomfortable. I don't know if it was the screen door or what it was, but something like slammed or knocked on the door when you guys were out.
Really?
Yes. Just a while ago. So I was right at the table there, or no, I was right over here, and I didn't know what he was doing. He's a teenager. He's trying to see himself. But then, you know, I look up, I hear this boom, and then he's like running for cover. But that's what it was something here. Now we've had other people say they've heard boots walking around on the porch. So
this like literally they were just gone for a few minutes, for a little while, probably to get food or something, and then this stuff's already happening.
I don't know if anyone else heard that.
So
supposedly.
That's why I don't know if you noticed. I walked over this way. I walked over here. I don't know if you guys noticed me, but I was walking over there because I was hearing like that knocks or yeah, and I was trying to like, where is this coming from? I could hear, you know, kind of a, you know, like a knock.
This is just a minute ago.
Yeah,
we were doing the interview.
When you're doing the interview.
I heard that too.
And I'm like, what is that?
I try not to. Like,
I think now that I think about it, I remember hearing it.
I try not to say too much because it happens all the time, and I'm used to it. But a lot of people, I got to keep in mind, a lot of people aren't, and they don't know the normal sounds of the house, so they might assume that it is. And I, for the most part, know like, oh, that was this doll that fell. I could tell, you know, by now, but what it sounds like. But what we just heard before starting this was something big fall up there. We don't even know what that is yet. So when we get there, we definitely got
to have a look.
It sounded heavy, whatever it was. It sounded big.
You could feel it.
And I haven't really been up there since you guys left. So what happened? Like when you were up there, I don't know.
Did you hear that?
I asked
big
him.
Bang?
I heard someone react though to something.
You know the copper or brass? It's like you put coals in there on our bed. That thing completely fell over on the floor. Like I think it was up in the corner here.
Yeah, by the chimney.
When she walked in, it literally flew out in front of her there.
And that was the room that she said that like she doesn't like because that's where she got growled at in there.
That was a big bang, and so do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Those two pieces were just like boom, big, huge commotion. She's like, oh my gosh, you know, they're right in front of her.
So I mean, I usually go around and like I'll check things to try to debunk anything.
Yeah.
But those things, we've walked around them, a lot. And you guys probably had already walked through there, I guess.
Well, and we did that. We
put him back up and tried stomping next to him.
It's like solid,
Yeah.
So you have to look at it again.
Yeah, and I don't have the security cams on because I unplugged everything before you guys came because
I was wondering if you
we live stream usually, and I don't want that going out, obviously, with you guys here, so I took it off.
Shoot.
But
Because that would have been cool.
yeah, that would have been.
That'd been a
maybe
heck
it'll
of a
happen
catch
right here.
for
Maybe I don't know
Not
if you guys.
maybe. It
the
will.
video later.
It will. It will happen. It will.
We're gonna manifest this.
It's already happening. It will happen again.
Yeah, so that was.
Yeah,
I heard what you were,
yeah.
what you were talking about there, but I'm so used to hearing stuff. But I've been hearing like a little voice. I hear a whisper. Like I don't know what that was.
Yeah.
That house multiple.
Like footsteps.
Multiple, yes.
Some idiot was talking. I didn't hear it. Are you waiting on us? So,
Like, it's usually a good thing.
it's usually like here they come like every 30 minutes.
Always watching.
Behind the doctor's coats, there's a little chain there, and I've never seen it move or anything, but that's actually full of old prescriptions in there that we found in the building. So I don't usually open that up for people because it's just too much of a liability, so we keep it locked. But the crazy thing is I've had things go missing. A lot of people have had things go missing here. And long story short, we ended up finding two things that were missing behind that locked cabinet. We locked that cabinet in 2017 when we bought the place. We lost the key, so I could never get in. And then we obtained these other items that went missing, and they were in there behind a locked door that we didn't have a key for. So that's weird. Like, I don't think it's been a year since we finally discovered that, hey, there those things are. And we've had things go missing, equipment go missing, and we've had things teleport out of nowhere, just like ping pong balls that went missing. I used to set up ping pong balls, and they just all went missing. And then one day they started falling through the ceiling out of nowhere. And I was live streaming at the time. I can't make this up. Like, there's a ping pong ball that just fell, but there's nowhere that it was. It's been missing for a long time. They ended up finding, a buddy of mine went in the attic and found a lot of the stuff that was missing was piled up in the corner.
Good lord.
So, I mean,
Damn, something this place doesn't have. I
mean,
mean, seriously, that's
I like
crazy.
pyramids. I hope you do.
Yeah.
I haven't seen anything like that in a while, but I was spending every day here. It was a draining. I was kind of addicted to the place, to be honest. Like, it draws you in. I'm like, honey, I gotta go to work. I gotta go clean this place, and I'm running audio and doing tests and experiments and trying to clean at the same time. But it kind of drained me for a number of months where I was just here every day, and so I needed to get a break. So I moved away. I don't get here as much. But I haven't seen any pyramids being built in a while.
Oh, you do have one on your hat.
There you about that. So history-wise, though, it's been a number of things. After a hotel, it did change proprietor. It changed hands of the hotel like every 6 months to 2 years. New person. I find that interesting. Like in other articles for other hotels, it seems they have the same proprietor for a long time. But yeah, we changed them continually. Like, were they having bad luck? So after it was a hotel, I mean, it's been a number of things. It was actually used as a schoolhouse. And as in one room you'll see upstairs, the kids had like pencil markings for their initials where they hung their backpacks. I'm assuming that's what it is. They're still there in the closet, where they hung their book bags. It was a photography studio, at least one, if not twice, which is really interesting. And a lot of that stuff remained in the basement until we moved in and found a lot of old cameras and stuff from the 30s. It's not documented.
Okay.
It's hard to find documentations of brothels, but we've had locals come and tell us this was the place my great uncle went when he come home from the war, and said it was a good place for him to go, and where I'm going with this. And I'm like, you can't find that in the papers, but a lot of people said that, and it lines up with a lot of the stuff, the activity we get, that it could have been a brothel. It has been used as a jail for a woman. We call her the Black Widow murderess, Sarah Potter, who used arsenic to poison her husband, and she served time here. Could have been more. We only found that, you know, for her, but there was no jail at the time, so they just kind of put him here, and she got to come down and eat dinner with everyone, and then one day she just disappeared in a mysterious buggy. And then they ended up catching her like a couple years later, and they then had a mistrial, and then she was gone again. So,
Dang.
But I think she actually maybe murdered another husband or another man before that as well. If we're following the history right, we're finding all kinds of clues, and that's, you know, that's kind of cool just to know that it was a jail, and people had to stay here in a place like this. It was a luxurious place back then. So what kind of jail, you know, what that have been for her, I don't know. But along with that, there was other things like the axe murderer who lived in the attic, and I believe he was innocent. But there was a man named John Warren who supposedly axe murdered a lady just right across the street here, and he was staying in the attic. It was his rented room. He was kind of we think he was one of the freed slaves that John Brown, the abolitionist, had freed these slaves, and he hid them in the attic, and one of them stayed behind. I believe it was him, and seems to be like he was a grateful guy. He stayed with the colonel and ate with his family, and all of a sudden he murdered some lady. I don't know. But
Seems a little peculiar.
the fact that he was an African American, and most of the men in town were gone at the war at the time, so they just kind of threw it on him and got a confession, and then they hanged him. And that had to have been awful, like if he didn't do that. But the fact that he was in the attic, it seems to be kind of where this originates, like where this power of energy comes from, and it just kind of comes down through the house, and it just makes you wonder if that's, you know, if something wasn't affecting him, maybe he did do it. Maybe he was possessed, you know, by whatever was here on the grounds before he came.
Possibility too, I suppose.
But
it's
it's
hard
a sad
to say.
story, but it's a very dark story because, you know, there's been a lot of death that followed it, and I always wondered if it's not because of some kind of a curse, you know, on the land or the house. We don't know.
That's
Other
a
articles
distinct possibility
talk
too.
about a father and a son.
Even if he
which is
didn't
really
do it,
weird to
maybe
say
it was
now
just a
that
string of
we've
bad
been
luck
around
that
about
just
it.
rocked it even
We've been
further.
doing the father-son thing, but they took a train up here from Chanute, which, you know, about 40 minutes away, and when they stepped on the property, the father fell ill, and they like threw him on the ground and did an emergency surgery, and it failed, and he ended up dying right in front of his son. So we got to be strong.
Yeah, I'm thinking, I'm just thinking,
we're not getting sick this time. You know, that story, like, that hits me hard because I'm like, man, what would that young son, like, what was he thinking when they like cut him open? But there were so many doctors here that would come from the big cities, and they would rent a room here, and they would do experimental things. Like, we found newspaper clippings for miracle treatments and vapor baths and curing this and that, and it's like that was the guy that operated on, you know, one of those guys is who's operating on this, probably a quack, honestly. But a lot of experimental things, you know, we don't know how many people died here. We just know that there was at least a few, and probably a lot more than that. And then, of course, turning into a doctor's office way later, how many people, we have no idea. That's, you know, of that number. But let's walk through. Do you want to get the whole place?
Yeah.
So we know this wall, you know, wouldn't have been original. It definitely doesn't match anything else. They've moved so many things and made new walls over the years. So it's kind of like a mouse maze. But it's interesting that they ended up like right on the other side of this wall. You'll notice there was a piece of a door frame still on the wall right here, where they just decided to leave it, randomly leave part of a door frame when they built this. You see that there?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know who was doing these things. I don't know, but they definitely did a lot of changes. So I would love to know what the original structure would have looked like. It's my opinion,
Almost
but
kinda like
I
the
found that in a lot of hauntings,
Winchester House.
when you go chopping places up and doing that, it kind of gets to be when you see things going through walls and it don't make sense. You see a lot of weird things like that. Are we confusing them? Kind of like the Winchester House, you know, like she built this house all crazy to try and confuse them. I think it pissed them off is what it did, because they don't seem to like it very much here. At least some of them, they don't like us here, you know, and maybe they're just mad because their house layout is all jacked up. But this room, a lot of people hate it. I personally don't have a problem with it at all, but it does happen to be the room where our resident, people call him a demon. I don't know what it is, but it's definitely creepy. And you see, this is a painting that someone did of what they saw here.
Oh my god.
And so, but what he's leaning on is is the bookshelf right here that we're standing by. So that gives you an idea of how tall this
That's
character
a
was.
tall son of a gun.
We
That's
call
at
him the
least
Grinner
8 feet.
because he always has a full smile that goes ear to ear and razor sharp teeth. But
I'd probably have to get out of here if I saw that.
I've actually encountered him, something that I believe would be him, a couple times, but that was just from one person, and then another one came in from someone who was just watching a live stream. And I'm like, okay, no one had seen this picture. No one knew about this, but I get another picture of a drawing of the bookshelf and this same thing from a totally different person. And then another one comes in and they just said, we watched your live stream, then I had a dream and this is the person that came to me and it looks just like this.
Oh,
so I'm getting all
bloody
these people
hell.
like, validating what they're experiencing, and we've never shared what people were telling
There's
us.
the goosebumps.
So we
Jesus.
gotta give this guy a name.
That didn't need to
Call him
happen.
Grinner. And but a lot of times he's seen right here.
Whoa.
Mhm.
Okay. You heard it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like a creak or something?
No, like a whole full-on voice.
Oh, Jesus.
Full
I
on
thought
male's
one of
voice.
you guys talking.
No.
All right, Grinner. Maybe it's him. But yeah, I he's a little bigger than I am, but this is where a lot of people see him. So keep
Stating
your eye out
the
here, I
obvious.
guess. I personally had an experience in the attic and then in this next room, and probably the craziest, one of the more scary ones would have been in a room we're getting ready to go to upstairs in just a minute.
All I remember from this room is your story of you seeing the Grinner like in this weird walking formation.
Oh,
I'm talking about that.
You're talking about that. Okay.
Yeah.
Thanks for reminding me. that,
Repressed
I
memories.
that when we were filming it, and I saw
I don't know when it was, but you just described it as like this
the mirror.
weird looking creature. I think it might have been walking into this room, into the waiting room of the doctor's office, and he actually seen this creature like through the mirror.
Oh yeah, there's the mirror. So it was actually, I was in that room, and we used a lot of mirrors for experiments and such, and it was coming this way into this room, but it was kind of doing a weird like a hunch thing. I don't know, it was weird, but he was like tiptoe through the tulips type thing. Is like, I saw it and I did not like that at all, because I was seeing it in the mirror, but it was still light. Like the room was lit up enough that I could see. I see a black thing like shoot by me, and then in the mirror I could see that little freaky thing, and I didn't like that at all. I totally forgot about that. So there's so many things.
Yeah.
That was not that long ago. It was like a year.
No, that was not that long ago. It's disturbing though.
Yeah, it's disturbing.
I would say so.
Got some heebie-jeebies.
One thing that's neat about this room, though, is like I like a lot of ITC stuff and ghost boxes, and mainly with direct links and different communication devices. And I get this old lady in here, and only in this room. And I'm not one to say that spirits are confined to walls and areas, but it's like she won't talk to me in any room but here, and she doesn't like me in here. She's grumpy. She's grumpy. Get out of here. But it's only in this room that I get her. So I think that's.
It wouldn't be the Grinner impersonating.
This room, we call it the middle room because it's in the middle of the house, so keep that in your pocket. But this is an interesting door here. So I noticed when we first came in that I would shut this door and we'd come back and it would be open. So I finally put it on a camera on it and captured it opening. But this was where the doctor did his X-ray development, and it's the only room that we've never
So
cleaned because it kind of smells authentic and looks authentic. But if you look inside, he kept notes up here of every time he changed the solution in the tanks.
Be the red room, yeah.
Record keeping he was great at, but he sucked at cleaning, and that people don't like that. They say they'll get a sense of something that demonic. They always tell me, but they always want to go in there for selfies. So we can't get out of here fast enough.
Well, it is a photo room, right?
Yeah, it is a photo room. Yeah, so people just hate it.
Distinctive odor in there.
It does have that weird odor. A lot of people will say
That chemical smell.
Sulfur. It's a demon in there, but it's like he's been in there a long time because he's not went away. It's interesting because this door is one that would always open, and
he was here for a while.
Yeah, kept a lot of
52 to 2003.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
And I think he died in 08.
About 50 years.
And I think the female lost her license, later on, and but he was legally blind, and she had lost her license or something. But I think they used her eyesight and his license, and they kept going. I don't know. Something happened, and they were still going for a long time. But yeah, to think 03
How'd she
and
lose
then
her
see
license?
the way that this looks, it's like wow. But it was definitely a place that a lot of people in town have visited. I mean, it was a doctor's clinic, so a lot of people have came in here, a lot of energy, and we get a lot of people knocking on the door saying, "Can we tell you our story?" You know. We've even had people come in and ask for x-rays of, you know, their child when she was pregnant. And I'm like, I don't even know if she's supposed to x-ray. I'm not a doctor, but that's not typically a good practice. She's like, we x-rayed all my kids. I'm like, are they okay? I don't think that's, you know, but yeah, I guess they did a lot of stuff here, and people still come in and say we've had experiences, and this, you know, we see things in the window. The law enforcement will tell us they drive by, the lights are on, they'll come back, the lights are off. People call in 911. We had a cop tell us the other day he's getting 911 calls because there's people in the rooms walking around.
Oh yeah.
We get all kinds of stuff. Security cameras will capture people running up, you know, trying to peek in. But other than that, they get a lot of 911 calls and stuff just to come and check on it. Weirdly enough, like we'll do stuff here, and the spirit boxes will tell us that the law enforcement is here, and then the cop will knock on the door, and we're like, they warned us, they told us they're here. We don't know why they're here, but you know they weren't lying, they were here. So crazy. We get a lot of crazy stuff for sure. But this door, you can watch and see if it opens. This one used to open quite a bit by itself, but it doesn't really latch all the way, so I don't like to consider that, you know,
hard to say on that one, yeah.
Too much because it don't kind of shut right now with the weathering. This was the male doctor's office. This is what I turned into the lounge safe place, if you like.
Oh
it.
yeah, this does feel safe in here.
It's very cozy.
Well, until it doesn't.
Until
it doesn't.
Let me see how this feels.
Oh, yeah. There's a lot of story behind like a lot of the stuff that we brought in.
What the? Oh, fudge! I don't know.
What is that?
That was the door opening.
Oh God, I'm so.
What just happened?
I just stepped on his foot trying to get away. It's like that was my foot.
Okay.
The
I
door
thought it was
just
like
opened on its own.
Yeah.
The one that I just shut, or the other one?
The one
okay.
just shut.
Oh my God.
Was that typical?
Was creepy. I'm sorry.
Like you said, it's hard to say on that one.
I mean, it didn't shut all the way, but I mean, I had it to where I thought it wasn't moving like that. Yeah.
I mean, that seemed like it opened a little bit harder than just
Well, it's
like
kind of a bang.
opening on itself.
Well, if it was you guys, and we're not just being idiots, thank you. I mean, we take it. We'll take it. We'll see.
Right.
Do it again.
Weird.
That was wild.
That was weird. That was very weird. That was cool seeing you.
But yeah, a lot of story behind everything. Like the furniture, for example. I could go to IKEA and buy brand new stuff for you guys to sit on, but why, when this came out of a house that had a fire where a man may or may not have died? I mean,
Right.
why not put it in here? I mean, we're going to throw it out, so it's perfectly good, except for the hole in the middle there. I don't know how that happened. But yeah, this room has always been good, and like he said, until it's not. And then, so our friend Lindsay was here. She was sleeping on the couch, and I was over here, and she wakes up screaming, and she sees a man that looks like a goat head sitting in the door. And we had audio running. We have actual audio of her freaking out as this thing rushed her. And I look up and see, like, you know, something run by my feet because I was in the recliner. And yeah, she swears a goat-faced man attacked her right here, tried to attack her. So definitely, this room is not always safe.
There's no safe room in this place.
This is a room where people try to
change
sleep.
your opinion
and
on
if
the
you're him,
place
they turn
real
on,
quick,
like,
yeah?
6 fans and headphones and everything, so you don't have to hear anything.
I want my good
But-
sleep, you know?
Yeah, oh,
I
I
want good
know.
sleep,
I
come
feel
on.
you, man.
For these long nights, you gotta get yourself a good sleep.
I agree fully.
I don't ever sleep. I'm a vampire or something because I don't know how you sleep like you do. I can't sleep if I'm here. I'll stay awake all night.
Well, yeah, I wouldn't call it a safe room if there's a goat-headed demon man crawling.
Yeah, I
in
wouldn't
you.
call that a safe room. The goatmen will get you.
Out in the van or
Oh,
something.
I get it.
They come at you in the
I
night.
know I said earlier, like there was other parts of the house. This here, and then upstairs directly above this is another bathroom. This would have been, I believe, the hallway, where the hallway would have started into the next building. It's now a bathroom, but in 1858 they didn't really have these luxurious toilets and stuff like we had. But
luxurious
imagine
toilets.
like this being a doorway
Made in the
to a
70s.
hallway of a new section. that could explain why this is always seems to be an energy spot, like a busy area. What was that?
Wait, what?
We just thought we heard something over here.
That's wild, because I heard something that sounded like it was up here, like a woman. This being a hallway, though, I have a feeling that like hallways are confined energy. Like we walk through them, we're narrow hallway. It seems to be a hot spot, right here, a kind of a fear cage for people. And same thing upstairs, right by the hallway door. What would have been the hallway would have been a very transient location for people. So to me, this is a good spot to watch too, right here in the corner, as well as at the top of the stairs. Just knowing that it could have been. We're attached to the next building, and people were always going back and forth to their rooms and then to the bar, because this place had a bar, restaurant. They had ice cream social here on Sundays, but then they would show a body on Monday when someone was murdered or died. So like this was the place to go for about everything in town, and they kind of just they did everything in this building. This was the biggest building in town at the time. It's the first hotel, so it was kind of a place where everything happened, and good or bad. So we'll go into the front room and then up the stairs.
Okay.
I'm trying to... So the entryway here, we call it kind of the parlor, the entry room. This, a lot of people don't investigate in here, I noticed, and so they'll say they don't have much that happens in here. And I'll find that in other rooms, so I try to reconfigure sometimes like the layout of the furniture and kind of, because if there's a chair, a person will sit in it, but if there's no chair, they won't. And there'll be a chair against the wall, they can put it down, but they won't. So you kind of have to make them, want to stay there. But when you're in this room, you get things that happen. It's just not a lot of people spend time in this room. So you might want to consider that. This is where I saw, what we call the grinner. It was right in the doorway there as one of the times. And the good thing about here, though, is you do hear a lot of the stuff that happens up here because you're in earshot of everything. And the strange thing is the fourth step seems to be kind of like in my opinion, like a wall where it changes on step number 4 for whatever reason. And then I watch the security cameras of when these groups come in and they say the same thing. It's crazy. They're like, that fourth step is when everything changes. They don't know me that I feel that way, but so it's kind of neat to hear other people, feel that. And you had said the same thing, like it's right there. And we're about to go there now.
There we go.
It is my favorite part though because the wallpaper is amazing.
Yes, it is.
Oh, we gotta see what fell down. We ain't ever been up since. Look. That's what I just heard. That had to been what I just heard. That was because you guys went.
Uh-huh.
And we were standing there and she goes, "Did you hear something? Just a minute ago?" This beach ball's out of the closet.
Oh my god.
Out of the closet?
The closet. This is so that's kind of how this whole thing started with us was with a beach ball. Like I kept finding this beach ball in the middle of the floor, and the floor is kind of sloped, so I get tired of kicking it, and so I throw it in the closet, and I walk away, and it comes flying out. I thought, oh, okay.
Where's the closet at?
So it's in here, and it would have came. Yeah, it would have came and rolled out here.
Wow.
You guys were up here, right?
Yeah, no. I've got footage of
The
all of
closet
it.
right here. The ball would have been up top. And
How does it get?
so it does. The floor slopes, so it could have rolled, but we just heard it like just a minute ago. She goes, "Did you hear something?" I said, "Yeah, it sounded like a soft thing. It wasn't like a hard bang." That's probably what it was. It probably just rolled right in there. That's wild.
Wow.
It's wild because that's how it all started for us, and I loved it. And then for a number of, I think I've captured that ball on camera coming out. Not that particular ball, but another beach ball that we had to retire because it got too close to the heater and just got a big old bulge on it. So I had to find that one, which is like a Disney one, wherever it's at out there.
Yeah.
And that's the first time it's came out. Like I just said to Austin,
it is.
That ball's never came out since I got it. I hope it comes out tonight. And I asked the spirits to do it when you guys were here. So
Where would it be?
Shit.
Up on the top?
it was
There you go.
right here.
Wow.
And so
But still, to get out, if it is that down here, it's still, that has to maneuver a lot of things.
Smack.
yeah, it's
Roll out
interesting the way
somehow.
these
Then
come out,
roll down
but
the
people were
hallway,
saying,
and then find stuff into a
on the
corner.
live stream, the ball came out, but it's probably just the draft. It's the wind. So I hung a balloon that would stay perfectly still, but that ball would come out with force. And
Hardly ever draft in a closet either.
Right.
Who's
This is
heard
where I
of
told you
drafty
that
closets?
The kids would have hung their backpacks, you know, their
I
little
think
book
not
bags and
unless you
such.
got
This
like
was part
a
of the schoolhouse.
hole in the wall
And
or
we believe there
something
was a
going on
wall
there.
that
I don't know
separated
about
this
that.
ladder from this main room because this was a rented room for John Warren, who took the fall, you know, for being an axe murderer. And he lived up there in the attic. It was actually finished out, and we don't usually let people in the attic because it's not, you know, it's not the safest place. But I will, you know, allow you guys to go up and check it out as long as we, you know, follow pretty strict things, stay close, one at a time or whatever we do. That's just to be safe. But yeah, this is the place we let people stick their head up, and most people don't want to go up there. And we've seen people try to go against the rules and ended up jumping off the top of the ladder. And this guy just had knee surgery, and he sticks his head up there, and something happens that one of the toys go off, and he jumped off the ladder. And I was like, well, that's what you get for trying to go against the rules. Like, we're watching you. He's like, I'm going up there. And then he has something scary happen and jumps down. But that place is definitely creepy up there. So we feel like this is probably the main area of the house where everyone, you know, says everything is the scariest stuff happens right here. And I would say that the more stuff happens here, but it was the beach ball like that really got it going. And I think I've captured it at least 20 or 30 times, and I just quit. And that's been years ago that I quit recording it.
Oh, Jesus. God damn.
Oh, that's crazy.
That's like something touched my back.
So
right when he's saying the scariest place.
The scariest place.
Nah, but that closet, if you guys do sensory tonight, sensory deprivation,
yeah,
that's probably the best place to do it in my opinion. I love doing sensory in there, so.
So yeah, he'll blindfold himself, like go in there and then we'll put a mirror in there. Like a tap on the inside there. But that's great that the ball came out. That's a good indication that tonight's going to be a good night. I think we'll go through these other rooms, and then I think you should go up in the attic and look and see what's up there, so you kind of have an idea before things get crazy. Because once it does happen, you kind of need to know like what everything looks like in the light before you go completely dark.
I can hear someone calling you and say, "Hey, can I talk to Austin?" It's like, "Oh, he's doing sensory deprivation right now. Sorry, he's in the closet.
he's not available."
Again?
It gets so, like, there's times like in this building where it gets so uncomfortable. I think you mentioned it earlier. You just don't want to be in here. Like, there's a time where it was just daytime. You know, we were here. It was just me and him. Daytime, and like it was so uncomfortable. I didn't want to do any investigating. I didn't want to do anything. And
yeah, and he's the reason we came. He's like, I want to go investigate. And we come here, and then he's like, I'm not
go get there. I don't want to. I don't want to. I can feel it.
Supposedly, he walked downtown. There was a lecturer in town. He's a phrenologist, and he was given some kind of a lecture or a meeting going on. And Mr. Warren walks down there, checks it out, decides he's going to come back home. This is what his testimony said. On his way back home, he sees Mrs. Duran across the street reading, through the window next to the fire. And the thought entered his mind, should I kill her or not? So he decided he should. And again, this is a testimony which I don't believe that it's real. I think that he was framed, personally, but that's not the way I think. Well, should I kill her today or not? Yeah, okay. So he grabs a hatchet or an axe from the woodpile, goes through the door, and hits her with the blunt end of the axe, knocking her unconscious. And he defiled her and did some nasty things, and then he got up, tried to find any kind of money, and left. And then as he's going, he sees her come out the other side of the door, so he hits her again with the handle, and then hitting her with the blade and nearly severing her head. This article made the New York Times Magazine. It got pretty graphic, saying he actually went ahead and defiled her again after she only had part of a head left hanging, and then he threw the axe and came back up here and went to bed. And the next morning, he heard some people panicking and saying that she had been murdered, and then they ended up finding blood on his clothes up here, and they said that's all they needed, so they drug him out of here. And since they didn't have a jail at the time, they were just building a jail. They actually hanged him from the rafters of the jail that they were building, and it all happened just like quick, like that day. It was done.
Yeesh.
And it's sad, but yeah, the fact that it made national headlines, and it was a big thing. African American axe murdered this lady, and all the evidence points to him being like a great guy, like a stand-up guy, and he ate with the family that was the colonel of the military. He was their right-hand man, like their help. Then and he had a free place to stay. He wasn't needing to do that, but they said he did.
Very strange.
So a lot of the things that
Either way you look at it, it's very strange, very
says
peculiar.
That he's innocent, and there's something else that seems to
something does seem to be
enjoy the
afoot.
fact that he was framed for
And it
this.
seems to have
So
kicked off quite a few
whatever that
things
is
in
seems
this
to be the
house.
darker thing here. And when you talk about stuff tonight, like when you're investigating, maybe ask for certain names. We find that this person goes by the name David. I don't know why, but he goes by the name David. He's a character that doesn't like me very well, so hopefully he don't like you guys either, and you get some cool stuff happening, because he seems to take all the credit for the cool things that happen. The place had a lot of guests, you know, in Wild West, like Buffalo Bill Cody, Bat Masterson, you know, Bell Star, Wild Bill Hickok. All these people stayed here as a hotel, and we found documentation of it. And then John Brown actually stole the slaves from Missouri and was supposedly hid them in the attic here. And it was the center of the Underground Railroad at the time in Kansas. So it had a safe history. They had a candle they would put up in the attic, and you could see it for miles so that people would know it was a safe place to come. And they say it was to let people know there was a hotel, but a lot of the slaves would know that it was a safe place. Like, I don't know how they determined that, but it was known to be a safe place. And then later in life, we found that the KKK actually held meetings in the basement and such here. So
really,
I found one of their medallions when we were down there. One of their member issues.
Yeah, 50-50 in this place. Holy smokes!
Kind of ironic, like it's changed extreme, like so many times, and the fact that the African American was framed, if he was framed for this axe murder, and then all of a sudden the KKK is doing meetings here a little later. So wild history. They got him out of here with force, is what we're told. You know, they're like, oh, you come with us, but we don't know. But if I was going to jail for something I didn't do, I would probably be, I would be fighting.
Very irate, yeah.
You're not taking me out of here. I didn't do anything. But back then, things were different. You didn't really have a say, unfortunately, and yeah. So we love you, John. Maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe. So a lot of these doors weren't here, and I actually came through recently and put them on. I found them in the garage, and when I did that, it really changed the feel of everything. This was all like wide open for the most part. This was here, but a lot of these other doors weren't here. And when you say like when we put the doors on, it changed a lot of things.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Like half these door frames didn't even have doors. We added some doors, and then the activity started to kick up.
Up here, it feels different because, like, look at that. That door's just creepy. It's, like, dirty looking. But these used to be apartments, too. Like, they had door locks on here, and these were rented apartments, so we know there would have been, like, one here. And you'll see, I don't know if that's when these were put in. I'm assuming it was. This would have been, your second apartment. And shared bathroom. When we bought this place, it was kind of like this full all the way through with just stuff. And it was time capsuled to about the 70s. Like the newest thing would have been in the 70s that we found. And it was pretty disturbing. Like, a lot of it was medical stuff from the doctors, but we also found like this room here was set up with like a couch and a TV, kind of like it is now. But someone was living there at one point in time. It was an apartment. So I don't know what all types of things happened here during that time frame. But there was one room that was set up with, we call it the sexy room, because it had a mattress and everywhere from the 70s. And then there was another room, which is this bathroom, and it was set up in like a torture chamber. And it was actually disgusting and terrifying.
But yeah, when we head into the bathroom,
I'm trying to save that one for when we go down the stairs. But I keep losing my train of thought because I swear I keep hearing stuff, but I'm trying not to be that guy. I hear everything like, I hear it. Shut up for a minute. This room here was one of my first biggest experiences. I did a live stream, and I was ending the session for the night. I set my live streaming camera at the bottom of the stairs pointing up. And I said, all right, guys, all right, chat. Wait here. I'm going up to get my other stuff. I come up the stairs, and I'm in the dark. I just feeling my way around. I come through here, and as I get here, I hear these footsteps start circling me, and it sounded like hooves, not boots, but kind of like hooves. And it went about 3/4 of the way around me, and then what I was doing was pitch black. I was just doing this, following, you know, the sound, and I was saying no. Well, upon the replay of my live stream, I say, you know, I'm going to leave you guys here. I'm going upstairs. You hear this big hiss at the camera, and then you hear me yelling no, and then you hear this hiss yelling at me, like with this fierce hiss growl thing. Get a lot of growls here. And to me, it was just like the first moment, like they were checking me out. We only had the place for maybe a few months at the time. Talk about every hair standing up. It was terrifying, like that moment right here. But since then, this room's calmed down, and people are seeing little girls in here, and all kinds of stuff in here. So I kind of like this room now. It's one of my favorites, and I think you always said this was like the room.
Yeah, no, it's definitely. I mean, if we're talking safe rooms, I mean, I guess to me this is the safest, but
it's also like a room for witnessing a lot of stuff too, because you could see, you know, into other rooms. But I like this room now, but I used to hate it. A lot of people, you know, seem to get a lot of good stuff here, so hopefully you guys will. It's weird how rooms are different for different people, right? But you know, it's weird, like this room never did a whole lot for me, but other people swear up and down this is the room that they don't want to be in. Yeah, you had those
and
fall.
both of them. Yeah. Not just one.
I hear the squeaks.
And they were right here.
Mm-hmm.
All the way from here.
Oh, all the way out here?
Yeah, they were way out there. She walked in the door, and they fell right in front of her.
I mean, okay.
So she walked in this door.
Okay.
And she's like, oh, they're right here.
Oh, so you heard, like, was you guys...
We were right behind her.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
So it fell as soon as she walked in?
Right when she came in, yeah.
And this was the room she was saying she don't like?
Yeah.
Right.
It was the room she got growled at.
Okay.
Yeah. It's weird.
So yeah, this room, you know, this room I kind of liked in the very beginning. I took the carpets and the flooring out. When we cleaned this, we decided we're going with this wood floor. We liked it, and I peeled back the conjoleum stuff that was here, and there was a penny right here, and it was a wheat penny. I thought, oh, that's cool. I'm a coin person. And
what year?
And that one was 42 or 43, I want to say. And then the strange thing was, I was bringing another guy, a local, in here for a tour, and he worked at the church, you know, next door. And he's walking through, getting his tour of, I always wondered what that looked like up there. And he goes, there's a penny, there's a wheat penny on the floor. And I said, no, what? Is in the exact same spot that I had found one like a few weeks before that. And I said, that's impossible. Like, I've cleaned this. So pennies were like a big thing in this room for a while. You would hear the sounds of money rolling. I was like, people coming, but never found any more. Just like penny right there. So if a wheat penny appears there, that's awesome, because it happened twice, and then I haven't seen anything since. Yeah, this room is definitely active. So this room here, you know, it didn't have a door on it. You used to be able to see out. You're welcome to open it. I definitely liked the change up, and it seemed to make him mad and upset him, but at the same time, it sparked a whole new type of activity. So who knows, you know, what you guys might get. It's fairly recent that we just added those, so I hope you get some cool stuff there. This was the outside at one point in time, but they turned it into a little porch, and this was what we called the sexy room, because this is where some kind of magic or whatever happened. Don't go out the door. We have no balcony there yet, so you would do one of those little clouds of smoke thing like on a cartoon when you fall. But that's
a Wile E. Coyote number out there.
In here, a lot of people don't come in here because it is, you know, where we store a lot of stuff. But a lot of movement and shuffling will happen in here. And you'll always know if there's a draft and if it's windy, because this curtain, you know, will blow. But I have not seen any indication of that tonight. So no drafts, that's good. I mean, that's kind of a way to debunk automatically a lot of things. But yeah, this room definitely has a crazy energy, and you could understand why if they did that type of stuff in here. We're talking like, it was pretty gross, but as I'm cleaning this place, I stick my hand up there and my finger went into the mouth of a blow-up doll. I couldn't see what it was, and I got it out. It was old, but then I'm like, okay, got that done. And it happens again. There's a second one, and the same thing. I'm getting a ladder. I can't see. I'm just reaching up there, grabbing these things. Like, no. No, you know, everything was from the 70s, so it was a long time ago whenever it happened here, but they seem to have a lot of movement and shuffling in this room, but I don't think a lot of people come in here. I know I don't investigate too much in here. I usually put equipment in here and then kind of leave. Yeah, so that's this room
The
for
sexy room.
you. The sexy room.
The sexy room.
Yep.
Air quotes.
Right here, bathroom. People hate this.
Bringing dolls
This
back,
chair was already
apparently.
here, and these squares, if you see these were stacks of photography paper that were left on the floor, and you know who was taking these pictures, I don't know, but these chairs had restraints. We're talking seat belts, chains, and regular belts, all kinds of stuff to hold someone in place. I don't know why. I don't know who did it, if someone was sneaking up here, if it was like an apartment thing, you know, when they were renting it out. All I know is it was a doctor's office downstairs. I don't know what was going on up here. There was bondage whips and all kinds of stuff here. I took the chair out one time, and I get a call from this psychic in New York, New Jersey, out of the blue. And he says, put the chair back. And I was like, what are you talking about? He said, they want you to put the freaking chair back. And I'm like, you're blowing my mind. Like, psychics, yeah, I get it. I do the same thing, but that's pretty dang accurate for me not telling you that I have a place with a chair in the bathtub and that I just moved it, and you're telling me they're angry from across the country. So that was impressive, like, you know, for him, but they didn't like the chair being moved. So I started moving it on purpose, of course. And that kind of ran its course. They hated it, but then they got me back. And I think we touched on this earlier when we were joking around about having the spirits go and get something from your hotel. I had a Mel meter sitting in the bathtub, and it went missing at the end of the night. And it was just me and my co-owner Rob. I know he's not a thief, but my Mel meter went missing, and it was in the bathtub. It was gone for 6 months. I mean, I searched everywhere, and we couldn't find it. And the audio recordings that I would get, EVPs, were amazing. They were talking about this thing being gone. They knew that I was looking for it, but no one would seem to fess up. But they were conversing with each other while we weren't even here about this Mel meter. And then one day it just appears at my house on the couch out of nowhere, the one that was missing. So when I say they can move things and such, they do, but they could downright steal your shit. And they did. They took it. They did give it back, but this was kind of my payback, I think, for taking the chair out. Like, they didn't like that at all.
I mean, if you guys don't mind taking out the chair, every time I take it out and I like ask, you know, who was in charge of kind of like hurting these innocent lives, like, you know, do what I asked, do what you did to them to me, and then like I would experience like chest pain, knee pain, and then on the spirit box I got a response. I'm like, why did you do this? And then a voice came through and said, because it was fun. So
shit, I'm gonna have to definitely do that now.
Oh boy.
Wouldn't it be great?
Yeah,
like,
this
if you
boy's
actually
gonna go deep
restrain
in.
yourself? I don't think anyone's ever done that. Whoa, I just like totally lost my balance.
I know.
That was
I feel
weird.
like a headache in here.
Like, I don't think anyone's ever tried to restrain themselves in there. That might be.
pairs of handcuffs in the...
Oh shit, we do.
Connor.
This toilet and this
Connor,
is
you're a bad
non-functional, by the way,
influence,
so
young
don't
man.
cheesy in there. But the downstairs is fine, but not up here.
Okay.
Yeah, but the bathtub, definitely experiment with that because this is wild.
Sounds like a plan to me. The history of this place is absolutely insane.
Bonkers.
I mean,
Lots of
it
wild
being a
and
house,
different
and
stuff.
then it being a hotel that had a brothel ran inside, murderers, serial killers, random deaths, blood spatters that are still in there. The history of this place just made it even more scary. And then you add on all the different things that people have seen in this place. I was terrified.
But yeah, this is the cellar / basement, whatever you want to call it. So yeah, down here was a lot of photography stuff from, you know, where they stored it for the photography studio. A lot of people say, you know, a lot of people don't come down here just because they forget that this place exists down here. They're like, oh, we forgot to go in the, you know, and then they're gone because the night's over. So I want you guys to be sure to check it out. But I've had crazy stuff happen. I don't feel scared, but a lot of people just hate it down here. I think it's nice, but I'm a basement type. It's cool, you know, I like it. But this,
Down in
we
your
believe,
goon
was
cave?
where one of the underground tunnels was. We were told that there was a
Oh.
tunnel that used to lead here. We can actually feel drafts coming through here at times, and unfortunately, I can't squeeze through there. But it is wild. What is that? Oh, this must be your red light. Tech 9, when he was here, you know, this was like the finishing scene, and so you see all this. This is like candle wax drippings and stuff. Wild thing here, I found these bricks covering this hole. Stop, dude. What? Something just hissed in my right ear. Oh, that was weird. Big breathy. Okay, yeah, they don't like this part, but so right here, there was a couple bricks, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna pull them out. I'm gonna dig it out, and this, you know, baby fine dirt, like it's old. But in the back was like this little trinket and some feathers, like very ritualistic. I don't know who put it there. It had been there a long time, and it was all the way back in there, buried. And when I pulled it out, I would say that also unlocked something else in this place, because ever since then it's been even more active than it was when we first bought the place. So when I discovered that, whatever happened in there was like this little trinket, you know, little voodoo doll looking thing that they had wound up, and a little feather, and probably some kind of bad juju with this. But when Tech 9 heard it, he's like, yeah, we got to use that in the video, because he's totally into this stuff. So, you know, it's awesome. You might want to stick your head in there or something. I think this might have been like the old ice chest or something. I don't know. The structural engineer said he'd never seen anything like this as far as the way it was designed. But the spirits say there's bodies buried in here. That's what they tell us. So in the cistern, the well, and in here, they say there's bodies in all of them. And as you can see, it's you know, coming apart a little bit, but we haven't dug them up yet. We'll see.
Do you think that's possible that there could be?
Definitely feel like it could be. Now, I don't know what era that would have been from. Like, were these brothel people, or did they get pregnant and have babies? Because there's stories of that too, you know, of them getting pregnant and doing things with the children. At least we don't know what that was. Did you hear that one?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. It sounded like a whistle. But I know that right here, when they say it's under the floor furnace on this particular wall, it's weird that this is what's there, and that's what multiple recordings have given us, and other people as well. So I don't know. But it's awkward. The engineer said he'd never seen any reason for this, so he don't know why it was done this way. And
really?
So it could make sense that I get
there to
this
bury
with the thing and the need to put this there. This could have been one of those little ice chests, you know, that they had. I don't know, but this part here didn't make any sense. And
have you lifted this up?
I haven't. No.
Okay. When you say an ice chest,
I haven't, but I know that they used to do those in a lot of the house. They would have just like a place where they would put ice. They didn't have refrigerators or anything. Okay. But it looks like, you know, over time, yeah, it looks like they filled it in, but it's definitely dropping down. So it could have been, a hollow thing at one time. I don't know. It's pretty wild. And right here's where I found the KKK medallion, and then this place was just littered with old cameras and film, which we have reel-to-reel film that was labeled as bad or no good. But with today's technology, might be able to get some of these developed, and that will be quite wild, because it's hard to find pictures of this place. Like, it was a photography studio, but why are there no photos of it? But it's so documented so well, but no one has pictures of it. So wonder why.
Weird. That is weird.
It's weird, like so much history, but you can't find any.
Yeah, this thing's almost 2 centuries
it.
old, like 30 years from it, and it's barely any pictures.
Gotta love
of
a good purple light too.
So down here, yeah, we use colored bulbs. Like what we do for our experiments is we'll change the colors of the bulbs throughout the whole house and shoot pictures, you know, in different light frequencies. And so this one just kind of stuck because it was the end of the night, and someone was like, I'm not going down there after the night we just had. So that bulb stayed, and the rest we got out. But yeah, we like to do a lot of colored light experiments. And in the basement here, though, people, like, they've seen a man. People have seen some kind of a glowing eyes. I can't remember what all else people have heard.
I experienced a lot of childlike activity, specifically a little girl.
and I believe she's like around 9 years old. That's like the main activity that I get, actually being in the basement.
Which yeah, and to me that's wild. Like it doesn't really make sense. But maybe it's the bad thing, like pretending to be a child, right? I don't know. Definitely, but it definitely gets eerie down here at times, and there's times I don't like being down here. But for the most part, it don't get investigated because people are, they forget about it with all the other stuff going on.
Or they can't breathe. Like my mom.
It's a little yeah.
I've got it.
It's a little heavy down here right now, but the humidity's so high.
My throat's dry.
Yeah, that's
God.
no, like
the old people are dying down
get a
here
lot of stuff in the
apparently.
yard,
Holy
too. Like my
smokes.
family will go camping here and set up tents. One time, my wife stayed out in the tent, and I was upstairs with another investigator, and she says, "What are you doing?" And I said, "We're investigating." She said, "No, there's someone walking around the tent holding like a lantern." I was like, "How old do you think I am? I don't have a lantern that I walk around." And I look out the window and I'm not seeing nothing, but she's like seeing it from inside the tent. She's genuinely kind of freaking out a little bit. And that was just one thing. Other things like my car sensors. I had a Jaguar that would have basically like an SLS built onto the bumper system, and it would say there was a figure walking up to the car. Don't hit it. And, I'm in park, and you would see this thing, and all of a sudden the passenger airbag light would turn on, like as if someone sat in the car with me. I'm like, "Oh, we're going for a ride. You're going with me." And that happened numerous times where it would detect something walking through the yard and try to enter the car. So does that mean they actually can follow you? You better hope not. Because this place has sent supposedly ghosts to people's houses just from watching the live stream. And they were able to tell me, what it looked like that they were seeing, and it was matching everyone else's thing. So watching this, just be warned. If you're watching this, you're taking part in it, just as a viewer, and we appreciate that. But yeah, you should always use caution, like if you're doing this stuff, because you don't know what you're getting into.
So you feel like if someone was watching this video, one of the spirits from this place could potentially follow them into their home?
I have at
Not
least
my home, I got
4 or
Guardian.
5 emails from people that I've
Still
never met
asking
who've
it
never been
once in a
here
while
that
if
claim that it did.
it'll turn on
And
the
3 of those
flashlight here
people
and
drew me an
tell me
image
if it
of what
wants
they
to talk,
saw.
but
And these people
so
were
far
in
nothing.
different parts of the country, and the images were all a match for the most part. Big smile, ear to ear, razor sharp teeth. That's all you need to hear, really.
Yeah,
Who wants to
Jesus
see that?
Christ.
Sometimes human form, but other times a beast form. So it's kind of a shape-shifting type thing, and some people would see it with hooves, some see it with, like just long fingers and toes, but whatever it is, it's doesn't seem to be nice. But it is a little
nice.
playful
It
at
doesn't
times.
seem to be very
Maybe
friendly,
that's how it
and it
lures you
creeps
in. It's
people
like,
the
"Oh,
hell
you like
out,
what I'm
and
doing. You like
is
this,
never a
and I
fully
do
human
this well."
form.
Just be careful. That's all. It's a
So
good
I
time.
got 2 questions. One, what would you guys say is the freakiest part of the building? Like, what's the most loaded and like anxiety?
I guess if you're putting yourself in like a situation where you're forcing something, like if you want to try to push it, that's what you're saying? Like, if you're gonna push the limits, like the top of the stairs. I mean, if you're alone upstairs, that's always a place that they seem to have a lot of activity right at the top of the stairs. Like when someone's alone up there, I don't recommend like putting your back to the stairs in case something decides to push you, because a lot of people have been pushed in this place, or at least feel like they're going to fall. So that would be one, I would say, for sure.
I'm trying to think. I mean, shoot. It really...
It depends on if you're by yourself or if you're with a group.
Yeah, it depends on a lot of things, but if I really had to narrow it down to the creepiest spot in the house, it's probably right under the attic, with the attic door open though.
Yeah.
See, when it's closed, it's a whole different feeling. I kind of chilled there, but when that attic door is open, is when it gets a little freaky.
What if they have access to the attic? Like, that's not something that most people get. Like, you do, obviously, when we're here, but you never really go in the attic by yourself and just like hang out while we all go outside. So that could be a different thing too.
I don't.
And the attic has 2 rooms. So there's one that you go, we didn't go up in there yet, but you go into one, and then there's a doorway that goes to another room. So you're really about as far away from the exit as you can possibly be. And
Being up in there, yeah.
that's kind of the most untouched area of the entire place, because not only do we not let people up there, they can stick their head in the first room, but they could just see through a little bit in the back. And that's where a lot of the reports come from, like live streams, like it's back there, let's go back there. That's probably the least investigated place, period, in this place. And also one that we've captured amazing things from, in the past when we did do stuff there. So I would say that's also a good possibility. And there is a chair up there. I made sure to put one up there for you guys in case you wanted to go back there.
I do, for sure.
Okay.
That was the creepiest place for me.
Yeah.
I didn't say anything. I had my hand on the ladder. I just felt like something,
Yeah.
I was waiting for eyes to come out.
That's the area that everyone said is definitely, I believe that's the hottest spot. If I had to pick like what's a hot spot, then in my mind I'm like, well, that's where the cameras are always pointing, that that's where we set things up and things get moved. So I don't know, but it is where the murderer was dragged out of there. Yeah. So it does make sense why that would be a hot spot.
And so, last question. You guys would say this place is haunted?
1,000%. 1,000%. Every time I come here, something happens.
1,000%, no
It's
cap.
definitely, in my opinion, not
These
normal.
spirits cuss your skull.
Not normal at all. If that's a haunting, I don't know, but it's definitely something that happens here that I can't explain, and that's all I need, because that's what drives me, is like to keep finding out what's going on. And this place just keeps showing me new
You
things
always
all the
look
time.
beyond the veil. Be careful that
Yeah.
the veil does not look back
You look
at
like you have a
you.
lightsaber, Mom. Literally. Are you two ready?
Oh, yeah.
Mama and Papa Spooks?
Oh, yeah.
Yes, we are.
We're ready.
Okay. What about you?
I'm pumped. I'm ready to go.
I'm pumped too.
Ooh, okay, can't wait to hear you people scream.
So after our tour,
After I've seen all
we
that extra
talked to
footage.
a member of a local paranormal team to see what she had experienced in the house. And once again, it was crazy hearing her stories versus Justin and Austin's stories, and realizing that they're basically the same, and demonstrating that there's something dark in the upper levels of the Garnett House Hotel. Just once again, this just gets wilder and wilder the more you listen.
Just tell me when you're ready.
Okay. You rolling, Connor?
Hi, my name's Erin, and I'm with Patriot Paranormal. This is the 1858 Garnett House. There's an alarm.
Oh my God, I thought it was going to music box.
Starting
Holy shit, Aaron.
I mean, I've been to the Garnett House 3 or 4 times. I can't remember exactly how many, but it's been a few. And this is my favorite place because I've been to many places. I've been to the Blossom. I've been to Ashmore. So yeah, we've been to a lot of places, but out of all of them, this is my favorite. This place is beyond expectation. I'll give you just a brief rundown of what we had in this room. My friend Kathy says that there's a creeper, and we have felt him, but you can sit in the room in here and have the door open and you'll see the shadow just pace back and forth, and you catch that very easily on the cameras. And then I was sitting in here just over in that corner by myself, and my friend Tim, by the way, who's in the Boo Crew, who's some friends of mine, they're in another paranormal group, he was sitting in this room and I was sitting in a chair in that corner, and this camera right here was about here, and all of a sudden I just heard this commotion, and I looked over and there was a light, and I thought it was a cat ball. It was the weirdest thing. And then all of a sudden you just kind of see it move, and I hear this, and I look up and I'm thinking, what's the cat ball doing? So I'm thinking it's about to roll off, and then I realize there's no cat ball up there. It's this camera. It had scooted and then scoot back. And I was just like, I jumped, and even though I didn't catch this on camera, you caught my reaction on camera. And I jumped and I screamed. I'm like, Tim, get in here. And he comes running in. He's like, what? And I'm like, that thing just moved. Like, it just moved. And so we were messing with it, and like, you couldn't recreate it. And then even Rob, when I asked him about it, he said, yeah, it does turn on its own, but it's not going to scoot. It went from here to here to here. So it's just impossible to do that. So that's what we had in this room, besides the many, many cat balls that go off in here, EVPs, but definitely the shadow in here.
Wow.
Yeah,
I would love to see that.
Oh my God.
That would be awesome.
Dude, that creeped me out. I jumped.
Get out a little bit. Next room?
Okay, so here I haven't had too many experiences in here. We put the cat ball up here, we put one down there, and those will go off, but there's not too much that have gone on in here. Except when you sit in here, you can absolutely hear stuff going on up there. As a matter of fact, this is where we were after the growl incident, which I'll tell you about that when we get up there, but we're all down here like this because we were so scared from the growl. And we're like trying to get the nerve to go back upstairs. And we're like, okay, it's gonna be okay. Everything's all right, you know. And all of a sudden we just hear this thud. I mean, like, it was so, we were like, oh my God, what was that? And I was like, somebody's stomping. And so we were like, we have to go up. We got, you know, we're investigators. This is what we do. Let's do it, you know. And we're like, oh, okay, all right, let's go. And so
we're investigators.
We go upstairs, and the doll that's in the middle room was launched. And I mean, it wasn't like it fell. It was launched, and it was the Mork doll, which when we get up there, you can see it. It's quite heavy, you know. And so, anyways, that was up on the corner shelf, just sitting there, and that had, like I said, it didn't go down. It went out, and so that had come off, and we were just like, oh my God.
Wow.
I was like, whoa, okay. I was like, well, what do we do now? And we were like, okay, well, we're just going to keep investigating. So we all just kind of sat there, and then like stuff just kept going on, noises, footsteps. And finally we were just like, all right, let's just call it a night, because we were so creeped out at that point that, you know, it was like everything, every single noise, the house creak, a car goes by, we're like, oh my God. Okay, this, oh, whew, I'm already getting vibes. It is, I love it up here, and then I hate it up here.
Wow.
Yeah. So this room here is where the doll came off, and it was sitting right here, and it was actually in the middle. And so it came from there all the way to about there, maybe a little further, but it was here. It wasn't there, you know, it was out here. And so that was launched. That's the noise that we heard. And we were all up here. That was when we got growled at and ran. So we were all up here. It wasn't here, you know. And I'm not sure what they did with the Mork doll right now, but that, when I look on the network for this place that you can watch, it streams 24/7. That doll is on the floor a lot.
Ooh. Ooh. The hell? Ew.
Just that. And
Well, that's still
Meh.
a doll flying off the shelf is quite a bit.
It was pretty freaky. I'm not gonna lie, because like, and that was after the growl. So of course that was like,
There he is.
Oh.
Mork.
Is that Robin Williams?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mork and Mindy.
Never seen
No,
Mork
you don't
and
know
Mindy.
Mork and Mindy?
No.
Oh my God. You know what? I remember the
Children.
episode though where you said gingerly. And they were like, what? And I'm like, hey, I knew that word.
Gingerly charged. Gingerly
I felt
charged.
proud. Yeah. I was like, I know this word. Gingerly.
Right.
Finally, Jeff's been vindicated.
Yeah, see, exactly. You're gingerly gonna go down the stairs when you get growled at.
Yep.
No, I'm joking. You won't. No, you're gonna be like, But that
The
is
ginger's
doll.
got a little
And
spice
that's
to
the
it
ginger right
today.
there. And that thing does like to fall because, like I said, you can go on the Spirit Realm network and it will just be on the floor. And you've just seen it the day before and it wasn't. So, and Rob doesn't just have people coming in here. So, you know, it's kind of cool. But this room, this room is special. It is, it's different. I'm already, I don't know if you can see it, but I'm already like just tingling from head to toe in here. And I get a vibe and I feel like somebody's watching me. I feel like somebody's watching me already from over there. And so it's just like, and all the hairs on my neck are just like, ooh. But we always usually sit over here and we watch the closet. Now that closet is just special. And so it is just like you are being watched by something very dark. I don't think there's anything like demonic, but there's definitely an oppressive, mean spirit here, which I was going to tell you about that with the growl. But that closet we have seen like a hand come out, just this black kind of mass reach around and come out from there. And then my friend Laura was setting up the ball in there, and she was walking away and she got pulled, and I mean pulled, and you could see it on the video. And then she jumped and started swearing, and she was just like, I was like, what's wrong? She's like, something just pulled me. And we saw it on the video, and you can see her cardigan get pulled back. And that was from that closet walking this way. And then of course the attic. Me personally, I haven't been up there because I just don't like it. Like, I can barely look over there, you know what I mean? It's just like, I don't want to. My friend Eric did go up there one time, and like he felt the same thing, like, I've got to get out of here. Like, I'm not wanted up there. And so we have not, and all the times we've been here, spent a lot of time up there. So, because it's a very creepy place. But when you're sitting here, you will get a lot. You will get shadows. You can just see them going back and forth. You can distinctly tell when a car goes by and that light, you know, that is so obvious. So it's not that. It's very different because it's dark. And it's just like he's pacing back and forth, because there's a male spirit here who does not like women, by the way, Mary, just to let you know.
Uh-oh.
Doesn't like women, but because I believe, and this is just, I'm not a psychic by any means, but I do get kind of impressions. And from what I felt from the time that we were growled at, he ran the women of the night here. So he was that kind of cowboy, and he was mean, and he just did not like women at all. And so he's the spirit that I always kind of pick up on. And yeah, like my hair is just going, and I'm like, ooh, like it's just almost a gross feeling when you think about this guy. But so there's two different spirits here that are very mean, and one's the cowboy that ran the women of the night, and the other one is the creeper, which is kind of the shadow that goes on the wall or reaches out. That's what we see from the closets and stuff. So two different things. The last time we were here, we didn't actually get a lot of activity on that night. And the energy was just different. It was weird. Like, it's hard to explain, but what did happen, though, is we set up a chair in that closet, a metal chair, and we put a cat ball on it and just left it there. And we're all sitting here just kind of talking. And we do find that when we're just chilling and talking, we seem to get a lot of activity that way, when we're just kind of ignoring it almost, and we're just like, and all of a sudden something will happen. Well, we were doing that, and we had set the ball on the metal chair in that closet, and then all of a sudden something caught our attention. We all looked over, and then you could see the ball light up, see it move, then you heard the metal, and then it just rolled off. So that happened in front of all of us watching at the same time. This room is a little scary, and we have got EVPs in there of when I was asking some questions, and he was like, why, you know? And I mean, you can hear it as clear as day, and I was like, whoa. And then he said something else which was really rude. I can't remember now what it is, but I do have it on EVP, and it was pretty derogatory towards women. And that's just how he is. Like, he does not like women. And
Apparently.
so, you know, back in the day, of course, they treated him so awfully. And so, yeah,
Makes sense.
As a spirit, he's just like, yeah, I'm not going to give you any slack just because I'm dead. Like, I'm like, okay. But yeah, he's pretty mean. So I just get the feeling like if he could actually physically harm somebody, he would, or a woman at least. So I would be careful a little bit, you know. I do always put my guard up whenever we get here for this guy, because I always feel like, you know, he's waiting for the opportunity. And so we always were going to do like an Estes method or something where we were on our own, but none of us have ever done that because of that. Because, you know, usually I'll go off on my own, no problem. They're like, yeah, stay down here. I'm like, okay, sure, you know. And this time I was like, yeah, no. No, I don't think so, because I think I will get scratched or something, you know, if I'm by myself and this guy has the opportunity, so.
Well, good luck, Mom.
Yeah, I know. Oh, no.
Oh, yeah.
Look, Mama Spooks.
I'll send you my good juju, but yeah, other than that, I'm like, yeah.
Good luck, have fun.
What an intro.
Oh, yeah. Whew. I'm like shaking, y'all. Oh, because this is it. Holy. Whew. Oh, my God. Look at.
Oh, my God. What the f*** was that?
That thing just fell.
Did we knock that over?
I don't know. I don't know, but look at my. I mean, I am like.
Oh my God.
Look, I'm visibly shaking.
What was this?
This. Look. Oh my gosh. Look how heavy this is.
Yeah.
That is so heavy.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
That's where you put the.
That is so weird. That's you guys. We have been here. I mean, so many times. I've been here more than I've been anywhere else, and we've never knocked this over. Never.
Oh my
Well,
gosh.
if it would be there, there's no way
How
you could
can-
actually.
No.
You just walk in here. There's no way.
That's
bizarre.
impossible.
Yeah.
Shit,
What the hell?
remembers you.
Probably.
They
Oh my
got
god, I'm
jumped
like,
right out of
oh,
your pants.
this is in the room. Oh my god,
Oh,
y'all.
really? Oh.
Oh god, yeah. I'm like,
Yeah, now you-
but this, and there's something I have to do, and do not laugh at me, okay? Because I do this every time I come in here. Somebody always moves these, and I have to put them here, and they have to be there. And I don't know why, but they have to be there. My friends laugh at me every time. Because I just don't like them anywhere else. They don't belong anywhere else. They belong right there.
Tapping here.
Probably.
Oh, I thought it was maybe Justin. Sounded like.
Oh yeah, yeah. You'll get that. Yeah, you'll get more than that. You'll get full on like. I mean, it's just loud, but you gotta be careful. You don't want stuff to fall off the walls. But so the chair, the settee behind Connor is where we were sitting. There was 3 of us, and I was with my friends from the Boo Crew. I was sitting with Kathy. I'm trying to remember. I was right here. Kathy was here, and Sarah's daughter was right here, Allie. And we were sitting here, and all of a sudden, I just felt like this darkness come into the room. And I mean, it was so oppressive, and I started feeling kind of sick to my stomach, and I was just like, man, I don't feel really good. And then I kept kind of scooching back because I was just like, something's gonna happen. Oh my god. Next thing I know, and like I said, I'm not psychic at all. I don't claim to be, but I kind of get these impressions. And she was sitting here, and I just, in my mind, saw that cowboy. And he was nose to her. And I mean nose to nose with this growl on his face. I mean, just like that. And really mean. And you know how those cowboys back in the day weathered and just kind of beat up and cut up and dirty and smelly like that. And he was nose to nose, and he was so angry. And I mean so angry, I could feel it emanating off of him. And I was just like, if he could take his hands and put them around her neck, he would have strangled her, like right there. And I just said to her, Kathy, there was somebody in front of you. And she's like, I know, I feel him. I said, well, we need to go. Because I was like really starting to freak out. I was like, we need to go. And she's like, I think we need to go. I was like, yeah, we got it. And so we start getting up. And then I'm like, okay, we gotta go. And we start going this way, and all of a sudden you just hear this scream growl. It was like that, and it was so loud.
Yeah.
I have never heard anything like that in my life. I've been, not ghost hunting that long, but long enough that I've never, ever heard anything like that. And I do CrossFit. I don't run. But let me tell you, if my coach saw that, he'd be like, I don't believe you. I think you do run. Because I took off. We, the 3 of us took off down those stairs, and we were in unison. We had 2 REM pods, cat balls, all that. We didn't touch one thing. We were like, bam, down and gone. And like, I think we did about 3 steps at a time, and you see how narrow and small they are. Or it was so terrifying. I have never heard anything, and it was so loud. It was like completely audible. And then here's the kicker. Of course, I get home. I had to wait like 2 weeks before I could go through this evidence, because I was like, I don't want to hear this again. And so I get home, and I'm like, all right, finally, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna go through the evidence. So I finally get it out. I start going through it. Sure enough, it's there. But here's the kicker about this thing. We were up here. The recorder that I recorded that on, that caught it, was downstairs. That's how loud this was. Wow. Yes.
Dang.
I forgot I had left it. I forgot I left it recording. I completely forgot. I just decided to let me see if I by chance caught it, because I did leave it running. I had no idea I left it running until, we had calmed down, and I was like, oh my God, this is running. I wonder if it caught it. I was like, there's no way. It was all upstairs. Nope. It was totally on there. It's totally audible, totally loud. That's how loud it was to us up here in our ears.
Wow.
It was terrifying.
That is scary. Oh my
dude.
god.
But what makes it even more terrifying though is the experience of her sitting there and me realizing that this guy was just mean. Like I could see his face, and I could also understand that luckily he couldn't physically reach out and put his arms around her, but he wanted to. He did not like her. I mean, just did not like her. And I was just like, so he singled her out. And I know this sounds really horrible to do to your friends, but I was like, oh, I'm glad it wasn't me. That was terrifying. Because as we're running, and you're going to hear when I play you the audio, so you hear the growl, you hear us running, then you hear her screaming. So you got to remember, this was directed at her. He did not like her. She is screaming. I have never. That's like one of those screams you hear when somebody you love passes away. I mean, it was awful. It was awful. And then she gets downstairs and she's just like, oh, I mean, it was. Wait till you hear it. It was insane.
Would you say that was your scariest paranormal experience?
Ever.
Yeah.
Like ever. And like I said, I've told you, I've been to many places. This was beyond, because like I said, it was in your ear. Like, it was so like
strong
me,
you can sense it in
here and I
somebody's
just
face.
screamed. That's how loud it was. And I've had a lot of experiences. I get touched a lot where I go. I seem to sort of bring spirits in, and they love my hair. I think it's just because it's short, it's just different, they're always kind of touching me. So I'm used to all that, and yeah, you'll start hearing stuff too. Yeah, it's like that all the time here too. And especially like you'll sit here by yourself and you'll just start thinking that you're kind of losing it a little bit, but it's not. It's just this house talks to you. It's just different. It's definitely different. It has like just a vibe I can't even explain. I have been to so many places, but nothing compares to this. The closest was the Haunted Castle House, and it wasn't even on that level of scary, but it had those vibes like this. But this is special. This is kind of my baby, I'm like, yeah, I get terrified, but I love it. I'm like, okay, yeah, we're the weird gang, loves to be chased. Grow that, Whatever. That's how I get my exercise, really. Yeah. But yeah,
My
so
only workout, having panic attacks and running from the undead.
I haven't had much else in this room apart from that, and obviously noises. But the other room is where you get a ton of EVPs, and I mean a ton. It's so crazy. Like, I think that was the room where he had said some rude stuff. It might have been in here. I can't remember, because you get so much stuff in this place. It's just, I hope that they come out for you tonight, because like I said the last time, I just got touched. Like literally just got touched on my hair. Oh my God. That was like so full on. Wow. Yeah, that wasn't like, I was thinking bug, and I'm like, no, that was full on. That was a full on touch. Yeah. I'm like, he knows I'm talking about it.
It feels weird right here.
I'm getting like bad vibes from over here. Yeah. I don't know if it's just because it's like red curtain.
Yeah. It does look creepy. What the hell is that?
Yeah, go on in there, because I hate that room. That room is very creepy.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's that one again.
Yeah. Very creepy. Very
creepy room.
Mm-hmm. And actually, we've never sat in there investigated by ourselves at all.
Wow. I don't like it.
No. Now I'm like, that vibe is back, Mm. But yeah, I'm like, so I'm sweating because I'm just like, oh my God. I'm like reliving everything. But I keep coming back though, because, as scary as it is, and, just the experience, you can't recreate that, and it's just something about the investigating that when you get those moments, you just got to come back for more, Right. So, but yeah, if you want me to find that audio real quick.
Yeah.
Okay.
Love to hear it.
All right. If you, really quick, you're going to hear my friend say, would it make you happy if we packed up and left or leave or whatever, okay? And then you're going to hear it, so.
Yeah, you hear something pretty clearly in there.
Oh my God.
So after he says that, you're going to hear us getting up, and some boots, and then you're going to hear, okay? And then listen to her scream.
Oh my God.
Hold on.
Right there.
That was it. Ooh. Listen to her.
I mean, it's starting to laugh.
That's like something from a movie. That's awesome. No, that's
that
awesome.
scream gave me chills.
Me
though.
too.
Oh my god. Oh my. Okay, one more time.
I can only imagine hearing that next to you. If that
Oh,
recording
it
was
was
downstairs.
in my
Yeah.
ear.
Downstairs.
This was downstairs with Tim and his wife Sarah down there, and that's why you hear him. Hold on.
That could just be just ongoing.
But wait till she gets to the end. It was really upsetting because she was so upset. It's like, oh my God, bless her heart.
Would it make you happy if we packed up our things and left?
Ooh. Yikes.
Ooh,
Yeah.
That was big. That was big and
Yeah,
it was loud.
Because as we're running, okay, she was the last one, and like I said, we cleared those stairs 3 at a time. We did not hit a rim bod, we didn't hit a cat wall, we were down. But she said it was nipping at her heels, trying to grab her.
Oh my god.
And so that's the scream that you're hearing. Is her just like freaking out? Yeah.
Jeez.
I'd be
I feel
freaking
bad
out
for
too.
laughing.
Yeah, I know. But now I can laugh about it. But at the time it was like we were downstairs, and then you could hear everybody just, what happened? We're like, oh my god. And I even had a friend of mine say to me, did that really happen? Was it the girl next to you? Was it Allie? And I was like, no, I was there. Like, I was there. That happened. That was not fake. That wasn't made up. I mean, you heard it. It's, when you sit there and listen to it yourself, it's easier to hear that. I mean, we're all just in the room like trying to hear it, but it is, once you pick it up and hear it, you can't unhear it. It's just, but yeah, I'm like, every hair is standing on
You
it.
hear that?
Yeah,
Oh
something
my
was there
God.
right
What
there.
was that?
Heather and I heard something.
Oh, I heard that. That was full
But right
on.
before that, it was
we heard something like moving around like out here.
Yeah.
I mean, I was like,
And me and Mary both looked at each other like, you heard that, right?
yeah, just now. I heard kind of a little more like, oh, yeah, that's what I
and
heard.
that
That's what I heard.
Yep.
But yeah, I'm like, every hair is standing on
You
it.
hear that?
But yeah, I'm like, every hair is standing on
You
it.
hear that?
Yeah, and so that
From in
room,
there.
yeah, if you want
I told you that room's
Yeah,
freaking
yeah.
creepy, dude.
What?
Okay, I think that was a car. Holy shit.
Yo, girl, you're about to jump out of your own skin.
Another growl. I was like, no, we're not ready. But we sit on this couch a lot, and we are quiet, and you will start to hear voices. You will hear creaking, you'll hear knocks, footsteps for sure. You can hear footsteps so loudly in this house. And then you'll get so many good EVPs in here. It's incredible the amount of EVPs you get in this room. But you will hear footsteps, and it's always like there's something pacing from here into that other room. And I love how it all connects, because it's like you can hear them just walking. The cowboys, and these, of course, this is only a portion of the hotel. I don't know how much they told you about this.
None of it yet.
We haven't heard it.
This is only a portion
God,
of
that
this.
scared me again.
That's what I did. I was like, I'm being growled at. Nope, just cars. Okay. Now it's starting to come alive, and
Definitely feeling some more anxiety.
But it's weird. This room even feels different than that.
yes,
It does.
That room feels heavy.
yeah,
This
does
one
feel-
feels a little bit lighter, but it still feels like kind of like really energized in here.
This whole place is just insane. But I think a lot of these rooms that were up here were part of the brothel, and so that's probably why you get all that heaviness, that oppressive. Because this guy, this cowboy that I was telling you about, the one that growled at us, he was just mean. And I mean, he treated those women so horribly. And of course, I don't know this in real life. I'm just getting off of what I felt and experienced on that day. And if his growl was anything like how he was in real life, I couldn't even imagine. That was just something we heard, from the spirit world. So I couldn't even imagine being you know, in real life with this dude, the way he would treat women. And I also got the feeling, I'll tell you before I forget, that he died in this house through having a heart attack, but because he got shot by one of the women. Yes, that's what I picked up, and I think she maybe looked like the woman that shot him. I don't know, because he just hated her so much. I mean, just despised her. Of course, I don't know that this is true. This is just what I have been picking up from this spirit. So, you know, whether it is or not, I'm sure there was so much death in this place.
Oh, yeah.
You know, God. And I didn't want to tell him that actually tonight before I came here, which I always have an experience at my own house before I go to any location. I always get something come to visit me. And I was downstairs doing some stuff, and I have a couple of snakes that I made laying up on my buffet table, and I heard it moving. And I was like, so I thought there was somebody at my front door. Looked on the Ring camera, nothing, went upstairs, and I'm like, so I moved the snake, and I was like, oh my God, that was the sound. I was like, whew. I was like, please follow me, and do not stay here, because my husband will kill me.
Commandment says
not leave you staying here.
Yeah.
Throw it on the ground.
But yeah, I thought that was funny, because something like that kind of always happens, but especially with this place, you know, it's almost like you were saying, like they know I'm coming, you know, and I've got sort of this link here. I can't explain it. I just love it. And yeah, I don't know. We seem to get a lot of activity whenever we do come out here. So I know, I just feel like something's just going to come at me from that room. It's kind of scary. I'm like, right, Colin, go stand in front of me.
Yeah. Move over, Colin.
Yeah, I'm like, you can stand here.
Here you go.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
You're like as big as the door. Wow.
Yeah, there you go.
I know. You guys are so much
Better
taller than
roadblock.
Walk out of the picture.
Yes. And it's funny you say that, because that picture always creeps me out.
Oh yeah.
And these pictures, by the way, are not related to this house. These are just random pictures that Rob found in an antique store. But you don't know what they have, you know, to these pictures. But yeah, I get such a feeling up here. It's really oppressive. But yeah.
I'm interested to start investigating.
Okay, all right, I'll get out of here.
No. I'm excited. Wow.
We've never been in that bathroom. But these are the stairs that we managed to get down 3 at a time within the space of a second.
That seems dangerous.
Oh man, we didn't even bat an eye. But yeah, so interesting stuff.
Kind of freaky stuff.
I'm excited for you guys.
Me too.
A little jealous, but excited. Yeah, I want to investigate. But yeah, all right.
You want to wrap?
So after our tours were over, after we talked to everybody, we decided we needed to set up at the top of the stairway. Now, in various paranormal theories, the stairway is always a place that sees a lot of energy because people are always walking up and down, running up and down. It's a high trafficked area. And we thought being up there, we could have access to all of the rooms. But what we didn't realize at the time was that we were setting up in a C shape, all facing the attic. And it was in this area where we were about to record some of the wildest objects moving on camera we've ever seen. Just watch this footage and listen to our screams and tell me this isn't the most afraid you've seen, all 4 of us. Okay guys, so it's about midnight here at the Garnett House Hotel. The interviews took so long because there's just so much going on. We've already had some just crazy paranormal activity happening. We're finally set up here in the upstairs of the building, and let me tell you, this is very, very spooky in here. Like, none of us expected it to be as creepy as it is. Oh my god, I just choked. I just want to remind you guys that the best thing you can do for the channel, if you love our videos, is make sure you're subscribed with your notifications on. Leave me a comment in the comment section below, and be sure to like the video. It helps so much, and we just love you guys. We love hearing from you, so be sure to reach out and say hi. But finally, we have Mama Spooks, Papa Spooks, and Connor.
Before they completely get off the advert, I would like to push yet again links down below. Links for this original video, and also links to my merch, my socials, and the other channels for if you're interested in any of the live streaming for video game stuff. But also stay tuned for any music remixes. My brain's kind of itching on getting something done, so I can at least have something quick outside of just this video soon. And I already earlier today recorded another round of Ghost Exterminator, Ghost Exorcism Inc. I keep calling it different names because my brain never wants to remember the whole title. It's an awkward title to come off the mouth. Ghost Exorcism Inc. We've recorded another like hour and a half or so of footage from there. New map and other holiday stuff on there, so be sure to wait for that one to come out sometime soon too. But in the meantime, some more. Continue. I'll stop blathering and self-promoting. Let's go.
We're in one video. What's up, guys? Okay, guys, how are you all feeling tonight?
Literally like missing one or two people that have been in past
scared.
videos.
Honestly, this place, it's just got this weird feeling where it's like there's a spiritual energy in every single part of this building. Up in the attic when we were checking that out, a chair getting knocked over, and then coming down here, there's 2 dolls knocked over off their chairs. I don't think I've ever experienced poltergeist activity like that. By the looks of it, it's always happening in this house. He's shown us security footage, if you've seen that yet. I think this is gonna be a night to remember for sure.
Me too. What about you two?
Yeah, it's super spooky.
Super.
It's
Yes.
just
Mom
there's just
spooks.
so
Think Mom
many noises just during both of the tours. It's kind of shocking.
You're the one. that
Yeah,
saw the
what
chair and
Connor said.
everything.
I mean, I was right here, and Connor and Justin were back here, and it wasn't a chair that just fell down, but I was up there, standing on the ladder. This door opened, slammed like that, and came back. I looked down. I looked back at Connor, who was going through the doorway with a chair right here, leaned up against the wall. It's the only time for me ever that I've actually witnessed something move like that. The chair just literally did this. And then I kind of went, ah! And Connor just happened to look down and he caught it as it was falling back. I mean, literally the chair, I watched it literally move away from the wall like this. So that was freaky. That's the freakiest thing I've seen. Missed out on your camera or not?
You missed out on.
You should bring your camera, dude.
Well,
Okay, look at first. Connor, Justin are up here. I was on the ladder at the very top, right?
And he sees this door go.
Then this happens, but hard.
It was hard. I could hear it
Hard.
from up in the
And then
attic.
look back, try it once, like this, hit it, and I saw it bounce. Like right when I was doing this, then I look back, that thing moving this way, and moved all the way back to here. Then I'm up here, like this. These guys are up here. There's a chair against the wall, and I'm literally looking at those guys going into the door. The chair starts to move this way against the wall, and I'm like, oh! And Connor heard me just say that noise, and he looked over to the side,
to my
he caught it
side,
halfway before it hit
and the
floor.
chair was like falling over, and I caught it.
what?
The chair literally came away from
In the attic?
ceiling
In the attic.
of the wall.
And the beach ball was knocked off where it was set up there.
Yeah, and moved to the other side of the room, which is
So
bizarre.
this was like this, like that hard.
Yeah, I heard it.
You heard it.
I heard it, and I was back up there.
And then right after that, the chair.
Yeah.
And then we come down.
And then
we look in there.
you tell him. You tell him.
Yeah. And then we're getting ready to go downstairs. And then I just walk over here and notice that all of a sudden these dolls are down. 2 dolls in the other room.
Oh, what?
I'm like getting chills again.
Like
What the? Wait, Connor, wait,
That's
wait,
a
wait.
ton of stuff
Let me
all at
film this
once.
before we even step foot in here, because I have footage of all this in the interview.
Connor was like about right here, and the chair started just move.
Oh, it feels heavy in here.
And this doll was set up here.
he caught it like this.
Yeah, like that.
And then that doll was sitting in that chair.
Yeah, about right there.
I remember that.
Yeah, like this.
Crazy.
What the absolute hell?
That's crazy.
Like he didn't come in here. Justin's like, hold on, I'm not going over
Yeah.
there. Look at these dolls.
No, you were the one. You were up here this whole time, both of you guys.
Yeah.
Nobody
No, no,
came in here
no,
before you noticed
no.
the dolls were off.
No, we were with you.
Went that way. But I just
just hate that my cameras aren't going, but I don't want a live stream of you guys going.
So that's
No,
what-
I wouldn't
that's
want that
what
either.
Greg-
We don't usually give people the option, but like, yeah. So this one would have been back here against the wall like that,
And we have that in the interview too.
Oh
What
my
the
gosh.
And we haven't even started
No, that
I
is.
swear it's when you're just like talking normally, having conversation.
And he said that he came up here earlier and that pot
That-
had fallen down again.
Yeah, I was
It
in there.
did?
Well, I think I told you
that's
about
what
that.
you're saying.
So yeah, that and then
What?
Clarence the clown started playing in the closet in the front in the ladder room. So it's like a wind-up clown that and its head does this,
Oh,
like it
God.
rolls around.
Holy shit.
And I've asked them to like turn it on
That's
command,
creepy.
and they have. So that's
Okay.
kind of
Well,
wild. And
Clarence
so
the
all I
clown
did was,
goes
come up
off.
and
I'm
just
having a
talk.
baseball bat
You
to
know,
it.
I said,
No,
hey, earlier,
Yeah.
no,
and
not
I
having
went
any of
outside
that.
the house, and I said, just do something.
You're like
These guys-
manifesting.
Clarence
Trying
the
to, like,
permanent
trying to
puddle
help
is
out.
what he's gonna
And
be
they all
after
said,
I'm
"Listen,
done
do
with
stuff,"
that.
so that's cool. I wish that you were recording, but maybe.
I mean, that chair was wild.
And he saw it. I was.
I mean,
past it.
when you see it with your own eye, it's just different because it's just there's no one by it.
And we even put it back where it was, and stomped around next to it, didn't move a bit.
But yet another piece of wood like fell, like
Yeah.
almost hitting me on the head out of nowhere.
And another piece of wood fell.
Because I was stomping and that
That's
chair
right.
wouldn't fall, and then this block of wood falls and hits, like barely hits my shoulder.
And that was just after you had said that people see things coming out of that hole in the wall, right
Yeah.
next
To
to
the
that
right of
chair.
it.
Yeah.
You're to the right of the chair.
So there's some little cubby holes, look like door frames,
Yeah.
and multiple people, including myself,
That's
see
true,
this
man.
white pale figure come out,
That's
like
right.
gargoyle creepy-ish looking.
That would have been right
Always
by the
pale
chair.
white, it seems like, but that was right there. So
I
it all
can't believe
happened.
this.
Boom.
So here's the chair column.
So I'll show
This
you
type of chair.
It's
like a metal
but
Hey, chair.
she'll stay there for a long time.
Here's
Oh.
like that kind of chair.
What?
I just watched it, and it just literally started to do this. And then, I mean, then
I'm like right
calm,
here, and I
then you-
caught it
you
like
catch
this.
But you're in the doorway.
So this is
So
how
she
this was?
stands, yeah, she leans back. I always stand her up, and she'll stay there on the camera for weeks, months, or sometimes just a few hours. But if no one walks through, like we have videos of Austin and his friends here, and they'll walk through and they'll stomp, run around, nothing happens. But then all of a sudden, what was it, like 4 dolls from all different areas of the room fell because, and at the same time of something else crazy, you know, happening. It's like sparked it, and they just started falling all around the house. I've watched and nothing will knock it off for days. Storms will come through, but then all of a sudden,
Well, I'm ready to start rolling, man.
That was a serious. And then after that, the 2 dolls.
Yeah.
We're off
Right
down
there.
there.
Almost on to our
It was
last
just like
hour.
boom, 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 like
Like
3
about
things in a row like that.
Hour and a half yet
So
here.
crazy.
And Mom, you haven't been on a ghost hunt with us in like, what, a year?
I
How
know.
long has it been?
It's been way too long, and I was thinking this would be not, kind of calm. But now I'm already said I don't want to be alone. In a room, I'm like, I'm not
It's gonna
being
be
alone.
calm, Grandma.
We were trying to
Mama's
stick her
foods. It's
up
gonna
here
be
a little
calm.
more. Just said no.
No.
Well, Jeff was trying to get out of it and go take a nap at the hotel.
Yeah.
I was going to go check
Colin's
on
working on
Bentley.
that. Maybe. Yeah.
I was.
It is crazy though. I mean, every location that we come to, once you get there and it's a place you've never been before, you're always just trying to gauge kind of the level of paranormal activity. But I mean, it always changes throughout the night. But this is the first location I've been to where throughout the interviews, throughout the tour of the place, and just like hanging out here, there's crazy stuff happening, and it's kind of just blowing my mind because I've never experienced this level of just paranormal activity and poltergeist activity.
I mean, just the dolls. How creepy are the
Right.
damn
That was
dolls?
creepy.
The door downstairs
Yeah.
open when we were in. I mean,
Even off camera
Oh, yeah.
stuff was happening
Yeah.
too.
Right.
and like Connor was saying, for me, it's like you gauge these places. This feels like really a legitimate place to me,
Yeah.
like legit. You know,
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of places are legit, but they're
My
you know
shit does not
you
want
kind
to
of
hear
question some
something
things.
tonight.
This place is like legitimate.
We've
There we
seen
go.
it first
Yeah.
already, and we haven't started investigating.
No.
Right.
Also, I do have to say, check out our matching airbrush shirts that we wore just for this. We got these when we were at a theme park in Pennsylvania with Courtney, and we've been waiting for the perfect opportunity to crack these suckers out.
And I'm glad we cracked them out tonight.
Here we are.
go.
Perfect.
season.
Spooky
gang.
season. Let's go.
Spooky
Spooky
gang.
gang,
Mix up in my clothes, maybe.
baby.
I'll think about it.
Well,
I'm usually doing straight up normal
that's
thought shop
expecting
stuff.
me.
He is possessed.
Okay. All right, guys. Oh God, I'm sweaty. Are you guys ready to get spooky tonight?
Honestly, I don't know.
Let's do it, baby.
I don't think you're
Come
ready.
on. Can we get a
I think
spooky
you
on
were
3?
ready. I'm ready to hear you
1, 2,
scream.
3. Spooky!
I've seen some footage already.
I'm just waiting for something else to fall over.
Yeah.
You know? Checking my corners.
If you're over there by the doll, can you knock that doll over? God damn, that's a
That-
creepy doll. Are you kidding me?
Especially after seeing it on the ground.
It's like it just moved its head and jumped off the damn chair.
Starts running after you.
Oh God! I'm punting that thing across
It's
the
also
room.
great. These are the blocks in that video he showed us earlier.
yeah.
That just like got thrown across the room.
Look,
I
it smells
us.
cow. Oh. I read that as EMS. All right, let's get this damn thing started.
Okay, guys.
Oh.
Okay, y'all, so to set up for the investigation, everybody agreed we wanted to come to the top of the stairs. So these are the stairs behind us, or these are the stairs in front of us. Behind me is the torture bathroom. Behind Mary is the growl room. Connor's between the growl room and the, what happened in there? Oh, that room right there. The doll room. And Jeff is next to the murder attic.
It's the ladder.
Oh shit!
Oh, it's the ladder. You coming down the ladder?
Hello there.
So we're gonna run Spirit Talker, Necrometer.
Watching
David! David!
Oh my
David!
God.
First thing it says!
Are you freaking kidding me?
Dude, that's the demon. The
Yeah,
evil
David.
thing is David.
David. Oh my.
What the f was that
That's
voice,
freaking
too?
crazy.
Oh my God! Was that actually something?
That was like a.
I mean, Justin.
Did that
It was
actually-
David.
Yes.
That's the one he said, David.
That's what he said was.
And when you talk about stuff tonight, like when you're investigating, maybe ask for certain names. We find that this person goes by the name David. I don't know why, but he goes by the name David. He's a character that doesn't like me very well, so hopefully you don't like you guys either, and you get some cool stuff happening, because he seems to take all the credit for the cool things that happen.
Wow.
David, are you here?
That's a little eerie, my
That's
friend.
The
really,
first
really
thing to
creepy.
come up.
Is David.
David, let us know you're here.
Oh, almost hear movement back here.
I gotta listen. Mary, you try. Because you don't like women. Remember?
Oh, the cowboy.
Ask,
My heart.
ask about David.
Yeah.
Didn't someone die from a heart attack here?
Hmm.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, the guy.
He said he died of a heart attack.
At the front door.
Yeah.
David, are you here? If you are, can you knock over one of the dolls or make some sort of noise for us?
By the dolls.
Right there.
Oh my gosh.
Keep going.
Is that you? Can you try and make yourself known to us?
Forsaken.
Oh, that.
That thing scares me every time. It's so creepy.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. I've never been
We
around.
got it,
That
David.
reminds me, I need to actually
Right up front. He's here.
buy that
David.
card at work and
David, come on, man.
finish
So,
that video.
by the way, David, to introduce ourselves, I want to let you know who we are. My name's Colin,
My name's Mary.
My name's Connor.
I'm Jeff.
and we're just here to talk to whoever's in the house tonight. We would love if you could knock on something, move an object, use your voice, touch one of the red lights.
Slam
us
the
the
doors
way.
again.
No, sir.
Oh. Nope, not gonna just do that willy-nilly.
Are you the cowboy? Do you want to come and sit by me?
We.
So there's more than one of you.
Hmm.
But David, I mean, you have to.
Definitely right when you said David.
Okay, you have to show us more. I mean, we're here to communicate with you, so let us know you're here.
You could ring that bell that's on the ladder up there.
Nowhere to go.
Up
Yeah, when you go up there, it's the farthest away. Yeah, when you go up there, it's the farthest away.
What
Yeah,
the
when you
hell
go up there,
was that?
it's the farthest away.
I don't know there's a voice, but that ain't normal.
Away from the exit. On the stairs.
Edith.
David, we think that... Oh my God.
What is it?
What?
I was about to say, David, we think that John is innocent, and it said disagree. Before I could even
She
finish
killed
it.
us.
The serial killer.
The serial killer
Oh my
woman.
god.
Yes.
That's actually
Oh
really
my
creepy.
god.
1970s.
We gotta ask.
Well,
Well, you said the 70s was
Bedroom.
this stuff.
Oh yeah, he brought up the
Or no,
70s.
the
Yeah, the 70s.
Yeah.
porn was the 70s.
Dude, I just got a wave
What's-
up my leg of goosebumps.
This is the room for the 70s?
No,
No, this is
It's that other
other
one
one.
that's
Yeah.
they don't go to.
this way.
Yeah, but or they don't.
Mm-hmm.
Well, what about the
The
1970s?
magic room.
Man, still with David, that's nuts, man.
Hello?
Creaky.
Is there anybody home?
Eleanor.
We gotta ask on Edith.
Oh, dude. I'm getting... It's like it's walking up the
What do you
stairs.
Was
think?
it Edith and Eleanor?
Yeah.
Those were my two
Oh
aunts.
my gosh, they are.
That's
Really?
weird.
That's your mom's sisters.
My dad's.
Your dad's sisters.
Edith and Eleanor?
Oh well, Edith is my dad.
What was that?
What was
Oh,
that?
no,
What was
there's
that?
a noise.
Edith and Eleanor?
Oh well, Edith is my dad.
What was that?
What was
Oh,
that? What
no,
was
there's
that?
a noise.
Oh well, Edith is my dad.
What was that?
What was
Oh,
that?
no,
What was
there's
that?
a noise.
Something, not sure what it was.
Like a.
Jason.
Oh! What is... No! Shh. This fell down.
Guys.
Guys, look at this fell down. There's a sound up there, guys. Shh.
Dang.
David, is that you?
Shit, my heart's beating fast.
There are demons.
Uh-huh. Okay. That's a
David.
response.
Are you up in the attic? Can you ring that bell?
That's a hell of a response. Oh.
Seriously, what was that bang? It was up the attic. No, that, but then the bang.
Wrong.
Came from the closet. But yeah, but. There was a bang that made that thing come out of there. Like a.
Jason.
Oh! What is... No! Shh! This fell down.
Guys.
Guys, look at this fell down. Like a.
Jason.
Oh! What is... No! Shh! This fell down.
Guys.
Guys, look at this fell down.
Cat ball too, yes.
I know, but holy crap. That's fucking nuts.
Dude. You know what was really weird? Right when that happened, I was just describing how I was feeling this cold energy coming up the stairs, like it was coming up with us. And I feel it. Do you feel this, Mary?
Yes.
Oh my God. I just saw something in my vision. It looked like a little white orb just went like this through my feet. I'm not even fucking with you. It looked like a moth flying super fast.
It's really cold there.
I know, it's
Feel
cold.
it here, you guys.
Oh, jeez, I can feel it.
It's right here.
I can feel it.
That's bizarre because it's warm right here.
I like don't want to keep a light off of that
I
room.
think you need
That
to keep
is
it off.
crazy. When
Wait,
you talk
wait,
about
wait,
the
wait,
bell,
wait,
did
wait,
it
whoa,
happen
whoa, whoa,
after-
whoa, whoa,
No,
whoa,
it
whoa,
happened
whoa.
after Ellen.
Back.
I like don't want to keep a light off of that
I
room.
think you need
That
to keep
is
it off.
Okay,
crazy.
it was just a pattern.
When you
I
talk
thought
about
for
the
a second
bell,
I
did it
saw a
happen
bit
after
of a
that? No, it
torso
happened
and a
after
hand
Ellen.
over there in that room behind
Chills crawl up the
Connor.
stairs.
Ugh.
Oh, right when we're talking, it's f***ing cold right here, dude.
Come
Mary, it was right when you were talking about Eleanor and.
I
Oh
know.
my God. I'm
Let's say that
like
again.
tearing up.
Yeah.
Talk about Edith and Eleanor.
Edith was my dad's oldest sister, and Eleanor was my mom's sister that was closest to her in age.
Think about maybe, is the cowboy like targeting Mary maybe by starting to. Oh, I feel something.
Mm-hmm. I keep kind of hearing something over there when all of that was happening here. I wanted to say to you, do you hear something in there?
Oh, that wore me out.
I'm like very scared of this room right
yeah.
now.
That wore
Like,
me out.
like you can see my eyes. Like
Yeah.
I'm tearing up like really bad.
Yeah.
I told you where I thought was Judith. What I thought was the creepiest part, along with Austin, was right there. That thing. Dude, and look what happened. The chair.
Yeah.
The door slammed when I was on that ladder.
Are you trying to scare us right now?
I wonder if the doll's in the chair. I know. I wonder. David, if you're still here, show us that you're here in another way.
My heart.
Again with the heart.
You heard that.
Mm-hmm.
What was that?
Mm-hmm.
David, can you, if that were you, say it louder for us?
It's just standing there.
Just standing there right in that door. And it has been.
Yeah.
Was that you?
Doing what? No. What we gotta think about, the first word it says to us though is David.
First word.
That's
David.
crazy.
So David, if you're here, thank you. Can you?
Jason and Amanda are my aunts. My aunt and uncle.
Are you serious?
Jason and Amanda. That's my aunt and
Serious?
uncle.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my
Dude.
god.
Yeah, literally, they're married.
Yeah.
No.
What?
Seriously?
Yeah.
Okay, that's
See,
bizarre.
This is something
That are
that
pastors,
actually
too.
is actually like it's telling
It's
us
kind
that
of
it knows
calling
about us.
stuff out.
That's creepy, man.
So then you know
I'm like
it's
feeling
aware.
weird as shit right now. Like you never see me get like emotional and like
You are a little teary.
Yeah.
I'm like
Yeah.
I got tears like forming in my eyes and like I don't cry.
What? Why are you crying?
I don't know.
Oh, Connor.
But it was like ever since that.
Oh my god.
Oh,
Just called it.
I was literally about to say ever since that shit came from the attic. Ever since that shit came from the attic, I'm like, I'm feeling weird as
Ask some
shit.
questions about it.
Okay, look at that word that just came up as attic.
How do you know so much about us?
Can you feel us?
Yes. Yes, we can. I mean, obviously, we're just talking about feelings
Yeah.
with Connor.
Are you in the attic?
What?
Morgue.
I thought it said Mork. Like Indian, like Robin Williams.
Little Rob Williams style.
I'm telling you, that ball
Wow, that's f***ing phenomenal.
freaked me out.
Can you knock that doll off?
Yeah.
I really
No,
want to play
I-
with that Raggedy Ann.
If that doll falls, I'm leaving.
You know what? Something Justin told me. Justin told me when y'all were downstairs that there's another doll in this cabinet up at the top, and he says they keep it in that cabinet because it like moves around.
What the f***?
Yeah.
What?
What the hell's that supposed to mean?
He said like, how about a hello?
Its arms
And
will,
once
like,
again, the
move
baseball
by
bat.
itself.
It's up there.
Dude, look at that. Are you getting that, man?
Okay, are you trying to move?
Light.
Much like the
That's
clown
the
toy, we're gonna make that doll into
Are
a
you
puddle.
playing with that light? Are we friends?
That thing moves and tries to go. For me, it's going to find a sweet, bitter end.
Oh, they just don't always go off.
No, it's by the...
It's this.
Hmm.
Okay, show us more, please. Thank you, but show us more.
You're changing the temperature in the room, yes.
Guys, if you're filming, just make sure you look at who's filming what. Don't film the same thing.
Okay.
Because two angles of the exact same thing.
Right. Are not good.
One person's got to shoot a person at all times.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just to think about.
I'm feeling nauseous now, too.
Your lights are too hard.
Okay. I'm there.
Where?
Attic. I'm there.
So you're up there listening, are you?
Where do you want us to go in the house?
Outside.
Dominant.
Hmm.
Oh.
Dominatrix. Oh, or they're dominating something.
Oh, dude, I feel really weird.
Is the creeper here? The big man with the grin?
Hmm.
It's my happy place.
Grin! It's my happy place. He will stay.
Oh my gosh.
Oh boy.
It's my happy place. He will stay. And you asked
The
for
attic.
a smiling man.
Oh my god.
Oh god,
fuck
I
is
feel
going on
I
tonight?
feel wrong.
I think you should go just check the dolls.
I think you should go check the dolls.
Just to look to see. Just to look to see if
How
they're
about
still up there.
you? You're the one with the camera.
I don't want to. Like, I'm so scared.
You can just walk right
Nose
there.
ring.
Right there.
I used to have my nose pierced.
That's true.
You did?
Yeah.
When?
It didn't matter, Jeff.
Used to.
God.
Can you give us another sign, like banging on something? You could really scare us if you like to scare people.
Or growl. We heard there's someone who likes to growl at people up here. Where are you at?
Hmm. All of a sudden got real quiet.
God, I feel so weird. Like my legs are like tingly.
Substrates? Soil.
Oh.
Was that a stair?
Mm-hmm.
Substrates is like soil and stuff. Maybe it's talking about like outside.
Or downstairs?
Yeah.
Soil.
Yeah. That there might be bodies in the soil.
Hmm.
Is your body buried here?
What the f, dude?
What the
I'm going to leave.
What the f?
Okay, guys, hold on.
Guys.
Dude, hold on. That's too much.
Okay. That's.
It said
I'm going to leave.
The boy about to run.
one that's right up.
David, are you up
Oh
there?
my god, no, we can't. I don't know if I can stay.
David!
That got them good. Holy smokes. I saw cat ball, that's all I saw.
Dangerous, man.
But that's enough.
David!
That's a lot. Especially if it said it was coming down.
Dude, guys, can we talk about this? Right here. Are you
This boy just about ran out the damn door.
Look at but it doesn't matter.
Okay,
Look
let's
at
just go into
No, but it says on Spirit Talker, I'm going to leave. And
Look
then
at
that
this.
thing gets
The
pushed out
doll.
of the basement.
Fell down, guys. The
Dude,
doll
that
came
has
out
to
of
be
the.
the single creepiest thing I've ever seen in my entire
Oh, there
life.
was a doll. The doll came down and
I'm not going in that.
a cat ball.
Going up there for sure.
Oh my
Someone
God.
has to come.
Colin, you need to actually though really stand back. He told you. You've been pushed.
Look, I'm going to leave.
Yeah, I know.
And then, boom, that thing gets pushed out of the attic.
Dude,
Oh my
Mary,
God.
Mary, look at my legs right now.
Oh my
Do you see how much I'm
God.
shaking? Mary, look at my legs right now.
Yeah.
Oh my
Do you see how much I'm shaking? From how
Colin.
crazy that just was, guys?
Dude, I've never
I've never
anything
seen
like
something
this.
like that.
I've heard
Oh
things,
my
I've seen things move.
God.
I've never watched it like
It's
that.
like that. You almost need to get a shot of that.
What? No, no, no.
What?
Someone hit the door.
Oh.
Someone hit the door behind you.
Oh my God.
Like if someone
down the
what-
steps.
What's behind the door?
Jeff, calm down. Calm down.
Yo, dude.
Guys, dude,
Yo,
this
dude,
is
you need to
fearful.
chill.
Fearful.
I got you, Mom.
Thank
Oh
you.
my
Guys,
god.
you guys got to get away from the.
Come away from the steps.
I'm really honestly. Feel
I'm just
bad
trying to
about
show
this.
how. Do you see how shaky
Yes.
I am? That
My
has to be
knees
the
are
single
shaky.
freakiest thing I ever seen, people.
Okay, I'm gonna.
Haunt
Haunt
house.
house.
Okay, I'm gonna go look in this room.
Okay, let's all go together. Let's
Just
not,
let me see.
Let's stick together.
Stop running.
Before anything, we have to show you.
Oh my God.
Wait,
We got that thing. We got to show the doll from this side. Come with me,
Point
guys.
this way. Point this way.
That doll's creepy, man. Oh my God. Oh. What was that? It was like a mouse squeak.
I've never been this scared in my
Dude,
life.
you gotta show that doll with the white light, maybe.
Hold up. Okay, so to explain to people, just to connect this sequence of events, at first, what?
Okay.
there was just a growl.
Oh.
Did you hear that? Yeah.
No.
Yeah. 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 Oh, Jesus.
Something had touched my arm.
It's the washer.
It did.
Good lord, you're all in a panic state. Holy smokes.
It touched me right here. I'm not even kidding you.
Pops, you need to calm down.
Oh my God.
Seriously, you need a decaf, man.
You guys are both
Holy.
crying.
I'm not crying. Oh my God. Guys, nobody understands what's happening.
There was just footsteps upstairs.
Oh, dude, I don't think I can stay here.
This is what we want.
This is what you asked for. This is what you've been looking for.
David?
Why are you running now? Come on now. Let's see it.
Dude, it's unnaturally hot in here. Do you feel that?
Yeah.
That doll is.
I hate that thing, dude. It looks fucking horrendous.
I've never.
Pasty ass creepy face and those realistic human
I've
eyes.
never
Ugh.
had this ever.
Another thing
Never.
I'd take a bat to as soon as I see it move the wrong
Dude,
way.
Not enough.
Buried.
Oh my God.
Not
Can't
enough
stop till we
buried.
get enough.
Dude, once again, can you show my legs, Mom? Look at how much I'm sitting here shaking from this. Okay, so supernal. Okay, guys, so I'm gonna explain this really quickly. The first thing, this has to be the I've said this before. This is the most active ever in the history of filming the show. Most. What the is going on?
Tranquil.
No.
It's
Okay.
the opposite.
Somebody's in this
I'm gonna
house got a
explain to
sense of
everybody
humor.
right now. We got up here. First thing the device says is David, which is during the interview what Justin told us is the name of the dark evil thing. Eventually it started naming off our family members. Mary's aunt.
Yes, I did.
Oh my god. Can you believe that?
I feel disgusting.
Dude.
Oh my
Mary's aunts, Connor's aunt and uncle.
Dude.
It f***ing bangs so loud that it knocks the beach ball out rolling at us. And then in a moment of...
Oh, that was a growl.
In a moment of what I can only describe of...
Push it.
That's what I'm about to say. In a moment of pure terror, we just watched that doll, which is firmly... That doll was firmly displayed in the attic. You guys just walked up and down the attic, and it didn't even move.
No.
And no one was moving. And keep in mind, we were all for... Shut up!
Okay.
Keep in mind, we were all for sitting down in chairs when that f***ing doll flew out of the attic at us. After it said attic on our device.
And it said, I'm going to leave.
Yeah.
And
I
then
mean,
it gets
it's
pushed
just,
out.
it's unbelievable.
So
It's the boot along
let's
with
just come in here,
cat ball.
guys.
Dude, something's gonna happen with this doll.
We need to stick together.
Holy shit.
Look at this, guys.
I can't f***ing be... Oh,
Come on.
Oh
you gotta be
my
brave here.
god.
let me see this, man.
You have a fuss. You have a light,
Oh,
Jeff.
I can't my back.
Guys, you feel
Oh my god. Get through.
Guys.
Evidence. Well, there it is. They bodied on the floor there. Along with the beach ball that also moved a little bit ago.
Do you feel how
Jail.
cold it is in here?
Jail.
This was a jail. Does everybody feel that? It's f***ing freezing in here.
And that room's hot.
That's what I'm saying.
It's freezing.
I can't look at that doll anymore.
It's looking right at us.
Honestly.
We gotta move over here. It's coming at you, Jeff.
What do you mean?
It's coming at you.
Here.
David, can you growl at us? I think you're trying to communicate with us.
Doing a bang up job.
Did you push the doll down the stairs?
Almost to our last hour here. Holy smokes.
This is amazing.
Okay, so David, I think
Again,
it's you
someone is
that's
a little
running the show here
sarcastic.
tonight. Can you come down from the attic and face us? He's in there.
Yo.
Move something, David. Slam that door.
Say your name.
David, move the ball, please.
My name is Colin.
My name's Connor.
My name's Jeff.
My name's Mary.
David, move the ball. Show us you're here. Move the ball. Dude, I'm f***ing leaving if that moves. Honestly, I'm f***ing out of here. Move the ball, David.
It's like he gave us an answer, like he came down from the attic.
He did, okay.
Okay,
What
David,
else?
can you give us a sign that you're in this room?
Mother.
Okay, you need...
Patricia. I have another aunt named Patricia.
I'm pretty sure the woman's name started with a P. Stop now.
Bum bum balls.
Do we want to be here?
Yeah, I don't know.
Maybe this is one of the others. Dude, it is freezing
Help
cold in
me.
here.
Help me.
Yeah, but that's like...
I am freezing standing right here.
Okay.
Did you die here?
Yes, that's right.
That's not a quick answer.
Who's in the attic right now?
What the hell?
Was that you?
Very fast, yes.
Mommy.
Go up there.
Jeff's a sacrifice.
Time for you to go, Jeff. Good luck. Papa Spooks, we missed you. We'll miss you a lot.
Focus.
Look at this.
Okay. We just want to know. Tell us your
Robin
name.
Williams comes flying off.
Either
the
use
curtain
your
there.
voice, move something.
Hotel.
Mm-hmm.
It said everything this place
Okay,
has been. A jail,
I don't care
a
what
hotel.
people say about this stuff. This is fucking uncanny.
Dude, what the man?
Easy.
Okay, we're focused. What's your
Hear
name?
that? I see. It's like a whistle from over there.
They killed me.
Again.
The killer.
They're
The
really
guy who lived in the
trying-
attic.
they're
They
really
killed
trying to
me.
tell.
Dude,
Yes,
that guy.
look it.
no, it's
They
John.
killed him. John.
Maybe he's just not a bad spirit. He's trying to get our attention.
Yeah.
But he's.
John, is that you? Look at my arm.
Oh my God.
14. I have chills like crazy right now.
Not sure what 14 has
John.
to do with anything.
We're only here to help you.
It's dangerous.
Why is it dangerous? Did they come and get you? Were you innocent?
Did you kill that woman, John?
I was religious.
Hmm.
So, John. John, if you're up there in the attic, you can do something and we're not going to jump and scream. Will you just tell us if it's you and if you killed that woman? Were you innocent or were you a killer? Positive. You're positive you were innocent? You could, if you want to show us that you're innocent, why don't you make a loud bang or slam a door? You can obviously move stuff.
You have to look back, but the ball fell off of the ladder.
Huh?
I had a cat ball on the ladder. I think that fell first.
That fell for sure.
Yeah.
That fell
Dude,
right.
a fucking doll.
Yeah.
The doll flew down.
I know.
The
Watched
flew
it with
down.
my own eyes.
Dude, but that ball flew out of the closet.
Is anybody
Yeah.
brave enough just to go and shoot the camera up there?
Beast. He said it was a beast.
Oh.
Oh, dude.
John, maybe this isn't you.
Is the beast the one that made John do it?
Bring it. That's not us. Nobody's moving.
Yeah.
That's the music box.
And it's pointed right at the dog.
I have a feeling this is not John.
No, I don't think it is
something
either.
more aggressive.
I'm worn out, man.
I think we need to go sit in our chairs again.
Okay.
Let's go there. As usual.
Look at this.
Jeff,
Boom,
go
boom,
stick
boom,
the
boom,
camera
boom.
up there. Just put your hand up there and stick the camera.
There was a
My
knock
gosh,
on here.
man.
Oh no, is that your coat?
Yeah. This guy is Should I pick him up?
Yeah, put him back up there.
Put him back up there, Jeff.
What now?
Put this guy back up there.
You touched him?
Well, yeah.
Jesus.
Yes.
I mean, Jiminy. Hold on. Oh
Jeff
my
said, did you touch him? And it said yes.
Here, let me have him. What am I going to do with him?
Just set him up there.
Shit, if someone grabs my hair and pulls me up here. Oh my God.
Stick the camera up and do a scan.
Holy shit.
It's all behind you.
Oh.
Just don't fall.
Oh my, is this a f***ing ball right here?
Wait, there was no...
There's no ball here.
Wait, is it the beach ball?
Yeah.
That was the one that was way back in that
It's a
room.
fucking colored ball.
Like the blue and white one?
No, it's like a rubber ball.
Return to darkness.
Dude, the ball's gone.
What?
The beach ball's off.
The beach ball's
It
off?
is.
Did anybody take a video of it before?
Dude, I'm coming down.
No.
The beach ball's off that.
It's off of
It's
the thing.
back, way back there.
It's back towards the back of the wall?
It's back towards the back, dude.
She's at the front.
She's at the front door.
Oh my God.
What's happening here, man? Ah! Dude, you gotta come up here and look.
I'm so scared.
Yeah.
You got it.
Should I put this back up here?
Okay, you gotta come and look, man.
Dude, I have a sore
Hey.
throat.
Connor, you know where that ball was, dude.
Yeah.
You know.
Oh my God.
Oh my
Attack me.
land.
That doll attacked me.
Oh my word.
Jeff. Did it just fall on you?
Jeff is so done. Oh my God. You know. You know. He wasn't touching it. He wasn't touching it, although the ladder may have nudged it a little.
It fell on my face.
Okay, I'm serious though, Connor. You have to go up, huh? Connor.
Serious comment.
No, you got to go up and look where the big ball is actually towards the back.
Did any of you guys take a photo up there of what it looked like to show?
But we did it.
We need to ask Justin if he still has the camera set up there.
Okay, go verify it. Just go up and verify it, okay?
And put that doll back up there.
Just verify.
Everyone love
so
the God,
scared.
don't put the doll on top of the ladder. The ladder
see
wiggles
those
as you move up
balls.
and down
Hey,
it,
hold on.
please.
Okay, because that rubber ball was not there. And then the big ball is towards the back wall. I feel an evil. Oh my God. I feel an evil presence.
7 spirits. I feel an evil.
That.
Did you see it though?
Put the doll
Did you
up.
see it?
That.
Put the doll up.
Did you see that, at least the ball?
That ball, he said it can't.
I know.
He showed me. He
said
put it up
can't
there.
Go back there.
There's a piece of wood right there.
It can't go behind. It can't go behind there.
He
What was
said.
that? Squeak.
He said. Hey, well, he showed me. He put the ball up there
Yeah,
and he
I
said
saw
it
you.
can't go that way. It'll only roll this way. And that color ball was not there.
There's no color ball. There was not a colored ball there. I swear to God, there's not a colored ball there. That's why somebody has to verify it.
One man here.
Well, haven't you?
One man here.
verified it?
Dude, I am getting.
One man here.
It's so strange, actually. I am getting like
I don't.
Oh.
a sore throat from all the way here through my ear on my left side. I don't know, but it's like all the way from here to my ear. It's like a shooting pain.
This is the most.
True. I said a creek up there. Dude,
this
you have to go look there. Did you look?
Yes.
I mean, you were with me.
Jeff, you're like working around circles.
That rubber ball was not there, first of all. But that big ball, it can't go where it's at.
Papa
And he
Spooks,
put
you
it,
are right
he
around
wedged it
circles.
in there.
Dude, this is like terrifying, actually. People aren't gonna know, like, it's getting cold in here again, guys. You feel that?
I'm terrified of this place.
Oh my God.
You gotta put that doll back up there.
Jeff, you
I
do
need
it.
to warn you.
Oh, it's your turn, buddy.
No,
Here, I'll do it.
he got it.
I mean,
I gotta warn you.
what?
Put the doll back up there. It's
You want
affecting you
Stop
the worst.
quiggling with the
Just the
ladder.
camera. Here, Jeff.
Just a second.
What?
No way.
What?
Oh.
What?
What?
I thought I saw a shadow.
Jeff, put this little elf up there too.
No.
Come on. Just lay.
Dude, I gotta get out of here.
What? Jeff, just put it up.
I'm trying.
Oh my
I'm
god,
trying.
man, stop.
I can't stay up here, dude.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Well, if you stop putzing around, you get out of there faster, now wouldn't you?
Guys, this is
My land,
creepy.
stop
I
the
can't-
How much
legs
battery
a
do you have
little
on that light? 'Cause I
longer.
do not want to be up here.
The ladder, he keeps falling
The
over.
light?
I think.
No, you have one bar.
We need to go grab another battery.
Well, let's leave these. Where's this ball go?
Up in the closet.
Yo, your man is.
Did you do that?
I don't know.
Oh god. There's.
Okay.
Man, the older.
Let's go take a
here
break and go downstairs.
Very nervous watching those dolls up there.
Okay. Let's
I'm
go
at
downstairs.
29% on this camera.
Okay, watch your stairs.
Mm-hmm. Alrighty.
Hey everybody, it's Colin here. Thank you for watching today's video. Hello to all the new subscribers and hello to the giveaway. If you like today's video, let's smash that like and to do this now. 10, 9, 3,
For the
so
live
much.
stream.
But anyways, let's get back to today's video.
Back to the
Thank you for
show and
listening
all,
to my
yes,
little
don't forget
spiel.
the
I love you
like
guys so
button,
much
bam.
and stay spooky.
Also, for you
after
watching,
that footage,
don't
I
forget
mean,
the
you
like
can
button
really
if
tell
you're
that
enjoying my
everybody, I think, is
commentary.
the most freaked out we've ever seen them. I mean, I've never seen Jeff or Mary or Connor.
Jeff especially
as
is
remotely scared as they were. Even myself, when I
jumpier
was
than
running
a
down the stairs,
pogo
I was about to
stick.
leave everybody in the
Holy
dust
smokes.
shamefully. I mean, I was freaked the hell out. I watched with my own eyes that doll come flying out of the attic. It wasn't like it just fell over and landed right there. It flew out and was way outside of the area where it would have been. And you can see in the footage too, the cat ball moving after the doll falls. It just goes to show that whatever's in that building is powerful. It can push, it can punch. Who the hell knows what this thing's capable of? And that's why I think everyone was so on edge, because nobody understands exactly what causes paranormal activity. I mean, you can have theories, but no one really knows. And to think that something can push a doll or a ball so hard that it comes flying at you, who knows what else it's capable of doing. And as we kept going throughout the night, even though we thought we'd be talking to good energy that evening, it just kept getting worse. Okay guys, so I don't think in the history of our show we've ever been this frightened. What are you doing, Jeff?
Just jumpy. Is Jeff still on the pogo stick? Get this man a sedative.
I don't think
Holy
we've ever
smokes.
been in the history, maybe once or twice. I don't ever
Okay.
want to say definites, but I would put this top 1 or 2 scariest nights we've had. It's only been an hour in the building. We've been downstairs for about 20 minutes talking to Justin and his son Austin. And we're going to go back upstairs and see if David moved any of those dolls. Right when I said that, I got a chill up my...
This is the number one scary place.
For you?
Yeah, oh yeah. No question.
Okay, so who's
Once
going
again, we
first?
gotta get him off that pogo stick. He's often nervous on that thing.
What's that?
Doing,
I think
doing,
Jeff's
doing, doing,
last.
doing,
Oldest
bouncing
is
all
last.
across the
That's
house.
okay.
Unless you
So I
want me
think
to
there's
go
gonna be
first.
something. That
Papa
creepy-ass
Spooks
doll
is
in that
spooked
one room.
tonight.
Sandwiched.
Squeeze.
You want me to go first?
Is there anybody up there?
Don't worry, it's just David. He's got cookies.
David? Are you up
Time to
there?
get the hiccups.
Do you want us to come back up?
Well, I don't know about that.
Nope, nothing fell. All right, so we're gonna do a DR60 right now. Wow, this is so fucking scary.
I can see
Y'all
that.
pent up as go get out
Santa
around
that you
here.
put up there, right there, through the mirror or through the window. Can you push another toy down the steps?
Down the steps or down the ladder, madam?
You lose.
It's like Pinhead or something.
Pinhead.
What's his name?
David, are you still here?
I think it's a yes.
David, if you're here, push one of those dolls down the steps to show them how strong you are.
Explosion.
Usually that's what happens, David. Okay, David, do it. Please. Show us how strong you are. Jesus, I don't even like to look at that thing.
Can you give us a sign that you're still here?
Show me a sign.
John, can you do this?
Participate.
Yeah, participate with me.
Just tell us 2 bits.
Okay, David, John, whoever's here, you know us by now.
Boom, boom.
Is that your stomach?
Neck torture.
Neck torture.
Most spooks is
Hanging.
stomach.
Ooh. Or in there.
Torture.
Or dude, your neck.
Oh, it's gone away. I was about to actually make a comment about how my neck isn't as sore.
Weird.
Okay, so dude, I'm getting that same cold feeling right here. I'm getting it on my
I can
my
feel
leg.
cool.
You feel that?
I do feel cool.
Yeah, it's coming up again.
That doll, like, move.
Remember he said the one doll looked up and stared at him.
No, that would be freaky.
Yeah, I think that would actually make me leave.
Yeah.
We're gonna use this little
Doll
toy.
turns and looks at you. Yes,
All you have to
time
do
go.
is use your voice and answer our questions. We should be able to hear them. I think you've done that before with people, and you know how it works. David, John, the woman who murdered her husband, anybody who died here, or anybody who's just here in the Garnett house. 2. A whistle. This camera died.
Oh.
Dude.
That did sound like a whistle.
Again.
Why is that continuing to move?
Did someone's stomach growl? I can't. I heard the noises up there. I was about to say, my legs are getting fucking the same cold as before.
Can you ring that bell, David?
You're right there. Go ahead, reach over and ring the bell. Push the button, Frank.
Ring the bell, please.
Ring my bell. Ring my
I'd
bell.
have to quit ghost hunting.
Dude, I think you've already stopped ghost hunting. You're in a bit of a panic today. Whew.
David. David is the one, you know, they think convinced him to kill. Start the deer scene. David, tell me what you did.
Are you trying to scare us?
Around.
Did a bang up job.
How many spirits are here?
Was John innocent?
Who pushed the toy down the first time?
David. just say your name or the word evil.
I'm very lonely here.
Can you tell me how you feel about Justin? He's sitting outside right now.
Are you inviting him to do something?
Are you communicating with Justin? And do you know what his son's name is?
A bad spirit.
Final question. Who have we been talking to tonight? I can feel you right here. Who is it?
I can feel you. I can sense you near me.
It's so weird when you think about, like, even the cat ball by the Raggedy Ann was going off. All the devices.
Yeah,
it's like it feels more empty up here.
That's what.
Well, that's like one of the last things it said on Spirit Talker was, "I'm going to leave."
Right.
Knock the door
Yeah,
off.
and that's when it
And
that's what a lot of it.
yeah.
The doll got knocked off, and then the REM pod went off.
Right.
Like, it was leaving
Glynis.
the attic.
Tell me what you did. Are you trying to scare us? How many spirits are here? Was John innocent? Go push the toy down the first time.
Listen to that.
That was clear as
Toy
day.
down the first time.
Wait, no, listen. You didn't hear the whole thing.
You can hear it.
Listen.
Go push the toy down the first time. David, just say your name or the word evil. I'm very lonely here. Can you tell me how you feel about Justin? He's sitting outside right now. Are you communicating with Justin? Do you know what his son's name is?
Can't make anything out as
Communicating
clearly.
with Justin? Do you know what his son's name is? Final question. Who have we been talking to tonight? I can feel you right here. Who is it?
Nancy.
Not happy.
Wow. Those are, you gotta play those.
I feel drained.
Oh, this is exhausting.
It really does
doesn't it
feel different, though.
It feels
It's not
light.
as scary.
No.
Mm-mm.
Should we go into the doll room and do the dual port?
Yeah, sure.
Here. What's Captain Barbosa say? Something about ghost stories, Miss Swan.
You're in one. I don't believe in ghosts, Miss Swan. Ghost stories, Miss Swan.
I know what that has.
You're in one.
Yeah,
We
Pirates
are
of
in
the
the
Caribbean.
I think we have to look at those balls.
Oh, go up there then.
I need a light because I feel like I want to go up there and look.
Go look.
Okay, I'm gonna do it.
Let's go do the dual port mode room. after.
Stop
stay
freaking
here.
out when you're doing it there, Jeff.
Oh, no.
You nudge a doll and you start having an absolute fit.
Oh.
What's...
Dude. Every time.
My light went off. Jeez, don't do that. Dude, no, seriously, my light, look at my light actually died.
Oh my god.
You knocked the battery
battery and put it back in.
This man's wearing moon shoes. Boing, 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 boing.
Little fella jumped.
Oh, don't like that.
David!
David, grab his head. David, pinch his bum.
You okay, Jeff?
What are you doing?
Oh, God. Shit.
The doll attacked you again.
That doll came at me.
The doll hates
It's
Jeff.
actually coming after me, man.
Put it back up there.
All right, guys.
You guys
so we're
really need
now
to put it up there
all
because every
up
time
here
Jeff puts it up there, it's in some place where
the
it's going to
pink
keep
room,
falling off.
AKA the doll room, where Connor, if you show, or Mary, you can pan to the right. Time. That doll came flying out of its chair earlier tonight.
And that Raggedy Ann.
And that Raggedy Ann. So, to whoever's in this room, remember, this thing screamed at someone in the room right next to us. If this is the angry cowboy,
I am.
That's a very clear I am.
it could be John or David. David! Did you hear that? David! I'd love to see you knock one of these dolls off again, or speak with your voice.
Is that you?
Oh, I just heard something over there.
Sound like Colin or Connor.
Girlfriend.
Connor.
What's your name? Whoever's in here, what's your name? Can you say it clearer? I can. Say it then.
Am I going crazy?
Oh, I just saw like a black orb fly around the room. Is there a bug in here? I think my camera would have picked that up. I just saw a black orb shoot across the room. Orb? Didn't it say orb?
It said orbs. Is the cowboy here with us? Do you want to come and sit by me?
Yes, I'm going to.
Come on.
David again.
Can you just tell me? Where did you come from?
El Paso.
Festival. Did you die here at the hotel?
Is David here?
Oh, hello.
David. David, say your name, please.
Oh my god.
David, what are you? Are you a human?
Tomatoes.
Tomatoes?
Lord.
He's hungry.
It
Jeff is hungry. He's
like
here and
completely
things
clear.
now, too.
There's something with tomatoes.
My land, Jeff, you need to calm down. I think we need to get this man a Snickers.
From the brothel here?
Is it the same when he's hungry?
A few.
Can you tell us their names?
Fuck you.
It kind of sounded.
Eleanor.
That's what I just said to Colin. I said Eleanor. Why do you want to stay here? Can you move on?
This is like the most act.
Are you angry?
Are there any mean spirits here?
Stop it.
He's getting closer.
Is he going to hurt you?
The attic, I heard.
Who's this? What's my wife's name? What's my wife's name? There's a lot of stuff going on.
My name's Mary. Can you say that?
Yeah.
Can you say my name is Mary?
I heard it. It's me. It's Justin.
Oh,
There it is again.
just Justin.
Sorry, I'm kind of reaching that point where
Knock
I'm almost
that
fading, but
doll
I want
off!
to get this done and want to see what else they catch here.
We've waited. Jeff.
We've waited, Jeff.
What do you want with me?
I'll scare you again. Is there a flashing light in one of those rooms?
I'm getting freaked out again.
David, tell us you're here.
What are you gonna do, David? You gonna show
I
off?
heard David in there.
You gonna show off for us? Where do you want us to go?
Down.
I heard the dungeon.
I just saw something run across that room.
Seriously?
Like a shadow?
Like
It's me.
something white walk across the doorway in the room far over there.
That's what it is.
Who did I just see walk across that room?
David!
Oh my God.
Holy smokes.
That thing's going constant.
David, what do you want from people? Fire.
I'm not
Still
so sure
going
about
on.
that. Not
David,
positive
tell us
thing
what
there,
you
David.
want us to know. David. Clear as a bell.
What do you want, David? Fight? Life? David, I just want to know what you want from people who visit. You seem to be angry. What is it? To leave. Yeah.
That red car, dude.
Yeah.
So you want us to leave, David? You want us to leave you alone?
I'm hearing shit out there, dude. Yeah.
happened.
So David, are you a human? Were you a human? Chill out.
That was a boom.
David?
There's that flashing light again.
Oh my god, it's not.
David!
Can you come closer to us, David?
David, can you move one of those dolls again, please? Can you answer this?
Oh jeez. That book just says 1961. It's my birth year. It's weird.
Guys, think about this. When that thing was not going off at all, now the moment we left that area and it had our attention, it starts going off constantly. And that's a temperature change. It actually hit the REM right when we turned our thing off. But that means the temperature is changed completely right by the attic. So it's standing there.
Don't sacrifice your wife.
Should we all go walk over there?
Sure. We'll move in a pack.
We're gonna just come back for this.
What is it? What? How
Oh, that
thing knocked
frickin' thing
over?
knocked over.
No
God.
way. What?
What?
I just saw it move. I just freaking saw it move. It turned. It was on there, and the pan thing
David.
just turned towards me.
What?
David, was that you that just moved that?
Oh, dude, I'm freaked out with these dolls looking at me.
Oh my
What?
God.
David,
Ow.
was that you that just moved that?
It's like the third time now.
Oh, Mary, was that you?
Oh! I did not touch
you?
that. I did not touch that.
Okay, I'm not going to call that evidence because we were standing right by it.
I
But
was standing by
But the
it.
chair's rocking.
What's going on?
The doll fell out of
No,
the
but
chair.
what? Somebody had to hit the chair or something.
Why is it?
I didn't hit it.
No,
but
I didn't
Are
hit
you
it.
serious?
I'm just saying maybe we accidentally did and we're just a
I
little
mean-
freaked.
How far would you have to be to hit it?
I mean, I was okay. I had my thing was right here, and I just went and grabbed it.
There's no way.
I don't think
This
I got
thing.
by it, but
I mean, that
I
was
mean,
a
I can't 100%.
Nothing on screen, so we can't say for sure.
No, I get it. I know, but
I know.
still, look
I don't
at
want to
this.
say for sure.
Did you put that on
Oh,
camera?
we didn't touch that.
No.
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 I just heard something over here.
Can you move in, please? Wait. Shh. Look at it. Oh, it's cold right here.
It stopped. The moment we walked. Oh.
It's cold.
Oh, I know. I'm like. Okay. Now what?
David! Or John?
Can you hit that ball or knock one of the dolls out of the attic?
It's cold. It's cold in here.
It is. It's cold.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, if you're in the closet, move, please, and show us you're there.
I told you.
Right away.
I told you.
Holy smokes.
Oh, look at that.
Dude, it's just standing there. It hasn't hit that hard this
hell?
whole trip.
He's standing
Has
there
it gone off?
watching me.
Pretty much.
No,
Menacing me.
Can you move that ball, please?
Here, I'm gonna give you something to play with. going to turn this off first. Okay, if you're in the closet, go ahead and move around so that light goes off and this thing goes off. Show us you're there. We just want to know you're here.
Mr. Warren? Are you up there in the attic?
And now you who?
Can you make a louder noise for me?
Oh! No!
Thank you. Can you knock that doll down again? Can you make a louder noise for me?
Oh! No! Shh!
Can you make a louder noise for me?
Oh! No! Shh! He wasn't just waiting for us?
I think it's time to go do the Estes upstairs.
Up there?
Yes, please.
I'm honestly
Let's go.
at a loss for words to even say about this experience. We see the doll fall out of the ceiling or get knocked out of the attic. The dual port is saying, David, David, David. I felt like I was going to have a heart attack. I mean, you can even see in the video, like, I'm jacked up. Everybody that's in there is just like, absolutely losing their mind about how crazy this spot is. And it seemed as if the spirit that we were interacting with only wanted one thing, to scare us.
So after all of that, I mean, the banging, we were hearing noises, we were hearing creaking, we saw the doll fly, the ball fly, everything was moving and shaking that night. It was so active. We knew we had to do an Estes method session to try talk to either David or John or whoever was actually there with us. But there was only one place that we all knew we had to do this Estes method session. The attic. And that's why we headed up there to end our night at the Garnett House Hotel. So, right now we are upstairs in the attic where the murderer lived. Well, supposed murderer. His name was John. So if you remember in our story, John was actually dragged from this attic by the police, and shortly after he was taken out of this attic, he was hanged for the crime. Now, some people don't know if John committed that crime or if he did. That's the whole thing. But we've also been in contact tonight with David, haven't we, guys?
Yep.
Yeah.
He said his name, pushed dolls from this attic, moved balls in this attic, moved wood, stomped, banged. So this is where David the demon, or whatever you want to call him, likes to hang out. So, David, we're laying it all on the line right now. I don't give a f***. I'm putting these blindfolds on, or putting this blindfold on, David. I am not afraid of you at all. And I would like for you to speak, scream at me, do whatever, show yourself to me, move some wood, move a ball, show us that you're actually real and scary. But I think you're kind of a wimp right now for not showing up when we come over to your house. So, and if anything goes south, please get me out of here quickly.
Okay.
Right.
Because I'm actually scared. Scared right now. I'm really freaked. Okay.
Alright, let's go. Usually the last thing they do.
There was fire damage up here one time.
Or no, it's just dark. No.
Go. Let's chat.
Alright, is this
Good
David?
morning, brother.
Who is this?
Move your head into forward motion for me. Just do it.
Okay, we are.
Very
Why?
good.
Why? Okay.
Are you the one
You let
that...
me enter now.
No.
Dude, this is like a lot of voices already.
Where are you?
Philly cheesesteak. That's creepy.
Who is the one that threw the ball
Bel
down?
Air.
Can you tell us a name that threw the ball down? Or threw the doll down on Jeff?
Let me think. It was me, the Beast.
What's your name?
I'm the killer. Up above.
Was John innocent?
I wish John was here. There's 3.
Were you sad when John got
dude,
taken
I am
from
feeling
you?
a black coming around me. If that's you, oh, David, David. If that's you, David, come around me. You can punch me or something if you want. I don't care.
David?
Ooh, I think he's standing right behind me, guys. I'm cold on my neck.
David, is that you behind Colin?
What do you want?
The window.
David? There's a window behind you.
Mary.
Oh, God.
Look behind you guys.
The ball. Is that the ball?
I just heard her scream.
Who stayed up here?
Christians aren't saints. Oh, dude, I'm feeling cold on my left side. Come on, David.
David.
$800 tribute now.
What are you? I don't think you're human.
Are you evil, David?
Nomad.
What was a hospital? No med? No medication?
Your tongue is mine.
David.
I'll rip it. Look
David.
loud. I'll rip it.
David, how long have you been
You're
here?
just actors. Liars. Ugh.
How long have you been here, David?
We are so happy you're here.
Who's we? Who's here besides you, David?
It's David.
Who else, though?
Give us some names.
The jaws will crush. Listen close.
Do you like it that we're
There was a
here?
spell.
What was the spell for?
The mark.
The mark.
Adoption's over. You got that.
I guess.
Why are you so angry?
I have to get the job done.
It is really
He has to.
His ears are gonna kill him. What's the job? What needs to be done?
Tournament.
Downstairs, didn't he say like festival?
Need to get done in time, brother.
Can we help you do something?
Dave. The snake bites.
Yeah, like a bang.
That was me.
David, are you trying to make people
No.
violent?
Just remember me. You won't forget.
David,
I'm an entity.
do you like the dolls at the top of the ladder? Which is your favorite doll? Or what's your favorite doll?
You've seen it.
Okay. Which one, though? Which doll is your favorite, actually, in the whole home?
Red.
Maybe the Raggedy Ann doll?
Yeah.
I think. Go with that.
How old are you, David? Tell us about yourself.
I don't know.
Can you move on? Can you get out
Are you
of...
kidding?
Why do you want to stay in this hotel?
Mary.
Oh my God.
Colin.
How long?
Give
have
in.
You, how long have you been
Angel's
here?
dead.
Angel.
I'm powerful.
There is something downstairs.
He was innocent. Oh, he was innocent.
Were you the one who made him want to hurt people, though?
For a price.
It's like people think they can hear us.
Mm-hmm.
That's super loud.
Take a look in the back.
What's back there?
I'm standing there. I don't like that. And I heard that like a man's voice.
Are you trying to scare us again?
I just heard a whisper. Like that.
I might do a Polaroid over there.
Yeah, I would.
Should I take a picture of you?
Maybe you take a picture of
Where's the camera?
Let's see if I see
Take
something.
Where's the camera?
Oh my God.
Take all the pictures of
Take it.
Maybe you'll catch something.
Little attention-seeking bugger just wants it. Oh,
What
You need to call
are
the
you?
police.
Tell me what you are. You're not human. I know that.
Why'd you think I'd do that?
Ah, dude, I'm seeing a creepy ass. It looks like Mary Shaw from Dead Silence mixed with a lion, if that makes sense. Connor will understand that, but it looks like a lion mixed with Mary Shaw's dead face, if that makes any sense. I was living here.
Why do you love
3 kills.
scaring people?
You need to leave. Nothing good comes from here. I already told you that. Bad weather today. Oh, dude, I'm feeling someone breathing on my neck, man.
So, who's the owner of this house that we worked with tonight? What's his name? You're around him all the time. If you know, let us know.
Wish he'd use the exit. The quick one.
It's the quick one.
Yeah.
$3.
I'll kill him.
It's like a wasp.
Am I gonna be able to see you on
Moses
this
is
picture?
dead. I'll pull your hair.
Are you mean? It sounds like you're really mean and like to torture people.
Yep. Dominatrix. Dead.
How do you feel about Justin
You're
and
my
Austin?
bait, asshole.
How do you feel about Justin?
You're a charming man. Courtney.
Oh.
Oh, that's a weird voice.
What about Courtney? What about Courtney? What do you have to say about Courtney?
I've already seen everything.
You need to leave Courtney alone. Why don't you just move on to the light and get out of
Eleanor.
here? Wow, that Eleanor again.
Well, that's his grandmother, Anne.
Yeah, right.
Justin and Eleanor.
I just
Oh
said
my
Justin
God.
right when he said Justin.
He's talking
She was
about
a
all the
bitch.
People that's close to Justin.
Yeah.
Right.
Who's Justin's son? What's his name?
Authority?
I know, that would have been really weird.
Authority and police are coming.
Justin.
Please come here a lot.
Well,
Remember
do you remember the
that?
police came up here and drugged that dude out of you?
Oh, yeah, right.
Gotta go.
You should have.
This shit just started right now.
Where are you going? Where are you going to?
Are you gonna go hide?
With you.
No, no. You're not
Economy.
going with us. No.
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 Got the economy in too.
What?
He said economy. Staying at the.
Where are you?
Oh God.
What was it?
Economy. Economy Inn. That's where we're staying.
I'm feeling like someone
God.
breathing down my neck.
Oh, I just did too.
David.
Oh, I gotta say, you're not coming back with us.
Shush.
tonight.
No, you're staying
We
here.
gotta make this clear. You are
Too
not-
late.
No.
I heard that so clear. Too late.
No.
No.
And it was an eerie voice.
You're,
No.
ooh. You're not allowed to
walking
come
up.
home.
What did he say?
I'm walking up.
No,
Hey.
You're not allowed to come home.
Oh, little
with
boy.
us.
Hey.
You have to stay here.
Don't
tonight.
blink. You'll miss me. You love me.
No.
No, we don't. And you need to stay
I'm getting
here.
cold, man.
I think we need to tell him.
Oh, no.
Just be quiet for a second, please.
Oh my God.
Stay a while, listen.
And that's.
I kind of feel like
I'm
we
feeling
need,
sick.
we need to tell him.
I'm feeling like
he
an
can't come with us
insect,
anymore.
or like I'm seeing like an insect, like a close up of a fly or a bug.
Well, there's the
It's been like
wasp
20
nest
minutes.
behind
Oh,
you.
we just asked about those.
Colin,
I feel like this is.
should we tell him?
There's so many experiments here.
Okay, we're gonna go. You can't follow us home, obviously. You stay here, but anything final you want to say to us?
We have to tell you.
What?
What?
What do you want to tell us? Because we're leaving.
Oh, creepy.
You'll burn. Like that.
Okay. Colin.
I'm getting
Colin.
cold. Oh,
Colin,
Jesus
Colin,
Christ.
you're clammy.
Oh my God.
You're really clammy.
I know.
And you're like shaking. You need to stop. This is creepy. And that's really loud on your ears.
I know, I'm f***ing going deaf.
Jeez.
Did you hear anything during that?
Yeah.
My God.
Well, I mean, I could piece some of that together from what I was hearing, but I mean, like, did you hear any, like, footsteps or anything?
Yeah.
I felt like I was
Yes,
feeling this
yes.
thing shake.
I thought I heard someone like climbing up the ladder.
What?
Yeah.
Ah!
Sorry.
Oh my God, you
Because
serious?
you kept saying, you'll see me behind, and I'm like...
I know, I kept hearing
Then
that.
you said you were coming.
I just feel like we need to get out of here, honestly.
I know, me
Whatever
too.
whatever you're talking to was dark.
Dude, whatever, when it said whatever at the end, you'll burn. It was like a robot voice, like, you'll burn.
Oh!
Me and Justin were up here, and he was like, "Yeah, there was some fire damage in here." At
And
one
I just
point."
asked him.
Yeah.
I just asked him if there's been a
giggle.
I just think we should get out of here.
Yeah. Okay, David, John.
Whoever's here, you cannot come home with us tonight.
Yeah, thanks for speaking with us.
Yeah, but you're stay here.
Yeah, you can stay with Justin and Austin. Please don't follow us. And I said I'll follow you economy, I heard. And I was like,
no.
Oh no, Lord, please, no.
You're not staying with us, sorry.
No. Okay, sorry, Davey boy.
Well, enough room for
Let's
two.
get the smell out of here,
Or
folks.
four.
Look at this ball. Let's talk about it.
I don't even remember where that was.
Okay. Okay, so that was not there because we couldn't have been there.
Whoa! Was that you?
No.
No!
What the was that?
I don't know.
Okay, we just need to
to
leave.
get out of
What the
here.
was that? Was that from upstairs?
Yes.
Oh my God. Dude, I'm totally
Let's go.
We gotta
freaked
get
Wait, but
out.
this wasn't here.
No.
Let's go. Let's go.
It-
Do we have
Don't even worry about that anymore right now. It's time to go.
You know what? We have to...
Wow. What the was that, man?
Oh, no, seriously, what was that?
It's time to back
You
it
saw
up.
the
Time to get out of here.
This place is unlike
God,
anything else we've
jumpier than
been
jumpy.
to. I've never had
And
an
that
experience
thing up
with
there is
spiritual
creepier than heck.
energies that it really did feel like they were just trying to scare us so bad. Just thinking about these situations over and over again. I mean, a majority of this happened with 30 minutes of us starting this investigation. We had seen places that ramped up fast, but nothing in this scale. Multiple objects being thrown around the house, even things that we didn't catch on camera that we were just killing ourselves over. The most poltergeist activity I've ever seen in my life. I mean, things don't move like that, especially from a gust of wind. This place had no draft in this house. End of the day, I 100% want to go back to this place, even though I almost needed a new pair of pants. This place is insane.
So, holy
Next
shit,
time
guys.
you go,
I mean,
it's brown trousers
personally,
time.
I cannot believe that all of that happened. I cannot believe that we watched those objects fly out of closets, attics. I mean, this thing was right there in the room with us, and all of us could feel it. It kept getting colder. The REM pods were going. Everything was going off, and it was just like it was there, and it wanted to speak with us. I mean, truly, this was an investigation that left me shocked. There are only a few videos that we film since we ghost hunt and investigate so often that keep me up at night. And Connor and I, when we were done, it was about 4:30 in the morning when we got back to our hotel, and we stayed up till about 5:30 just talking about how any of that's possible. I mean, I'm shocked. I don't know what to tell you guys, because what we experienced there was real. It was petrifying, and I don't know, if you don't believe in ghosts, if you have a friend that's a skeptic, tell them to watch this video, because I can't explain any of this, and I don't really think I need to, because it's real, it happened, and it was f***ing terrifying. But thank you all so much for watching. We love you guys so damn much here at the channel. I'm so glad that we were able to have my mom, my dad, Connor, and I all for one video. It was such a treat. Thank you guys so much for making all of this happen, for allowing us to live out our dreams and investigate and show you guys, you know, our findings. But Yeah, from here in Houston, it's Colin. I know y'all enjoyed this one. We'll catch you next week.
I think
And
someone's
stay
shooting
spooky.
fireworks, by the way. I'm not sure what's up with that. Ah, yes. Next week, the Ouija board documentary. Alright, as before, the links, multiple things are down below. If you enjoy the channel, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and follow along, and you can keep up as I can produce these things when it doesn't take me like 3-4 days to finally get to one because my schedules are so tight and weirdly placed. But that's it for now. Thank you all very much for watching. Hope you all enjoyed, despite me getting a little dozy there. Caught all that though. Holy cow. Lots of weird energy in there and lots of strange things. Again, one of those things you just can't explain, and man, did they get jumpy. Interesting possible paranormal activity with being able to move so many objects and so quickly. But that's going to be it for now. Thank you all again for watching. I will see you all next time. Pleasant dreams. I know I will.